Hello, how's everyone doing? Wait, I have to click out of the window again. There we go. Now we're good. Now we can begin. Luz, hello, welcome to stream. Everything fine here, excellent. So, no further ado, I do not want to waste any time. Let's get right into the game. We did left it in quite the crazy part yesterday. We finally have someone who can explain to Shiru what the fuck is going on. Is Rin to be trusted though? She doesn't seem very willing to be completely honest, in my personal opinion. But let's go for it. It's not like he has any other choice, truth be told. And this is just weird as hell. Rin Toshaka, the most popular girl in school, the girl I admire, is walking in front of me. Yeah, tough shit, bro. I hope I get at least a pixel of Archer. Oh, look, with Rin around, it seems like it's your day. Wait a minute, let me click out of the window again. There we go. Now we're good. While a blonde girl named Saber, who calls herself a servant, is silently following behind me. Yeah, sucks to be you. Wait, what? Yeah, it does feel a little like an eroge now that you bring attention to that specific fact. Just saying, you know, just saying. I do hope they have censored this shit. I don't know. Look, I just saw Remaster and I'm like, okay, so I guess this is my title. I do not actually know if they have if they have censored the fucking thing. Luz, seriously, you're in this with me right now. I do not know. I genuinely do not know. I just took a gamble and I'm like, okay, it must be censored. It's a remaster of a game from 20 years ago. There is no way it's not censored. It's on Steam. It must be censored. There is no way. That being said, I wouldn't mind. No. No, I'm joking. I would mind. I do not want my channel to get banned. Also, one more thing. Zabon, my friend, inform me of something very important. So far, I mean, what can I say? What? Am I gonna complain about it? What right do I have to complain? Zabon told me, who is basically the Grand Master of Fate, considering the fact that he has been in the franchise far longer than me. So far, these streams that I have done, it's only the first fucking episode of the anime. The first episode of the anime, he told me it's 1 hour long, and it's only until the point you reached, where you summoned Saber. And I'm like, damn, I have been streaming this game for approximately 20 hours now. And we are still only on the first episode. What? I hope my little Saber doesn't get railed then. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? This could be interpreted in 1,000 ways, you know what I mean. Well, okay, if you're talking about the Rogue, unfortunately I have to break it to you. She does, but she already got stabbed. Depending on the ending, I think she does get railed in the endings as well. No, not in a rogue way. I mean in murdered. Yes, I think. I'm not sure. Because the Holy Grail War is considered as a battle royale, so servants and masters, for that matter, do die. As far as I know. Now, about getting railed. There is also the third option that could be Honkai Star railed. I'm not sure what is gonna happen then. That is something to be left alone for the time being. The hallway feels like it's in a different dimension. But I can't stay a coward forever. I may still be in training, but I'm still a mage. Toshaka, who is apparently a fellow mage, is as bold as brass. So I have to hold my ground too, or else I'll look stupid. Though I can't really think of anything all that at all. I can't really think of anything all that significant here. Like, Saber still following me. She keeps calling me master, and we've formed some sort of a contract, which probably makes her kind of a familiar. I've heard the familiar is an assistant mages use. Whatever. Most mages transfer a part of their own body into something else, then use it as their double. But typically, they're small animals. Things like cats and dogs are just easier to control. Some mages do use humans, but to do that, they need an incredible amount of magical energy to constantly feed in the human to control them. I mean, she's small anyway. I mean, yeah, she is. Doing that would require mages to use over half of their own magical energy just to sustain the familiar, though. Oh, I see. So it's not exactly efficient. Familiars are supposed to be tools to help mages, which is why they usually use small animals who can be controlled with minimal effort, and so aren't any burden. At least that's what I was taught. There she is. The first person to speak in this stream, other than me obviously, it's Saber. Let's go. Saber obviously looks human, and she's clearly superior to her master. That is, me. I don't have enough magical energy to restrain someone, let alone the magic circuits to control familiars in the first place. Which means Saber is nothing like a familiar. She called herself a servant. I don't know what she is, but that man named Lancer and the man in red Toshaka has in tow are probably all the same. He's piecing things together. Which means Toshaka can also be called the master. I've already seen enough of her magecraft skills. I'm less than a fledgling, but based on what I've seen, Toshaka is probably worth 3 mages. Though there's really not much sense comparing any mage to someone like me, who can only do strengthening. What's clear is that Rin Toshaka is an exceptional mage. In spiritually strong lands, there are mage family lines which oversee a given area. The Emiya family came during Kiritsugu's generation, so our family is essentially outsiders. That's why I didn't know Toshaka came from a family of mages. And I don't think Toshaka knew I came from one either. There are several mages in this town I don't know about. If that Lancer guy is another mage's familiar too, that means I've gotten myself in the middle of some sort of fight between mages. Bar Wars. A war. I should really just stop thinking for now. Now's the time to pay attention to what Toshaka has to say. Ah yes, this beautiful room. I turn on the lights. It's already past 1 in the morning. Yeah, Lancer really didn't allow for, you know, for simple solutions, I suppose.
仕方ないだろう。ランサーってやつに襲われたんだ。なりふり構ってられなかったんだよ。
ああ、そういうこと。じゃあ、セイバーを呼び出すまで一人であいつとやり合ってたの？
How the fuck can you summon a servant so fast? I really want to learn how she actually got summoned. It didn't seem like he used anything in order to summon Saber. But there must be an explanation. I've been told there is. In Fate Zero, I think. But that being said, I just have to keep going. I will not find out right now.
やり合ってなんかない。ただ一方的にやられただけだ。
ふーん。変な見え張らないんだ。そっかそっか。ほんと見た目通りなんだ、エミヤくんって。
No, she like that. Nice. I don't know what saw I'm using to her, but Toshaka walks over to the broken window. Toshaka picks up a broken piece of glass. She stares at it for a second. What? Don't tell me that the fucking glass was some sort of, from the palace of King Arthur himself. Like glass, like the glass was from the palace of from the castle of King Arthur himself, and that was the catalyst that could be used in order to summon Saber or whatever the fuck. She cuts her fingertip and lets a single drop of blood fall onto the window. What kind of magecraft is that? What voodoo shit is this? The shattered window begins to reassemble itself, burning to its original undamaged state in mere seconds.
遠坂、今の。
ちょっとしたデモンストレーションよ。助けてもらったお礼にはならないけど、一応筋は通しておかないとね。
ああ。
もう私がやらなくともそっちで直したんだろうけど、こんなの魔力の無駄遣いでしょ。本当なら窓ガラスなんて取り替えれば済むけど、こんな寒い中で話すのもなんだし。
She says all of this like it's a normal thing. Her skills are just beyond my comprehension.
いや、すごいぞ遠坂。俺はそんなことできないからな。直してくれて感謝してる。
できないってそんなことないでしょ。
Time for you to find out that our boy over here is a mage wannabe and not actually a mage. Not even a mage, not even a mage rookie could be considered. I mean, strengthening alone is like learning that, yes, I can learn time for disappointment. Exactly. It's like you're going in a karate class and the only fucking thing you know is how to do a kick. And that's it. You don't know any kind of formation, you don't know any kind of defense, you don't know all the fucking basics for starters. What are you supposed to be called then? You cannot really be called a rookie. A rookie at the very least knows how to have at the very least 3 tricks up their sleeves. For defense at the very least. I assume so. They know the basics. That's what I'm trying to say. A rookie knows the basics. It's called the rookie because they haven't gone to the advanced stuff, right? That's not the case for Shiru.
ガラスの扱いなんて初歩の初歩だもの。たった数分前に割れたガラスの修復なんてどこの学派でも入門試験みたいなものでしょ。
You see? What was I saying just now?
そうなのか。俺は親父にしか教わったことがないから、そういう基本とか処方とか知らないんだ。
This guy just exists. Exactly.
は？
Toshaka stops abruptly. Crap. Sounds like I said something I shouldn't have.
ちょっと待って。じゃあ何？エミヤ君は自分の工房の管理もできない半人前ってこと？
Shit. He should not have said that. This expression is really cute. I know. She does have a lot of expressions that are very tsundere, but They knew what they were doing when they were designing her, that's for sure.
いや、工房なんて持ってないぞ、俺。
You keep slipping up, bro. You keep slipping up. Yeah, that wasn't something that he finds amusement on. Well, actually, I have the shed I used for training, but I think calling that a workshop would just make Toshaka angrier.
まさかとは思うけど確認しとく。もしかしてあなた5大要素の扱いとかパスの作り方も知らない。
What are the 5 great elements and what's a magical path? Hello, Joker. Welcome to the stream. How have you been, my friend? I just nod. Yeah, she doesn't look amused at all from this shit. She's genuinely angry right now because Shiru, who's weak as fuck, summoned Saber of all servants. The servant she wanted. Whoa, that's terrifying. Beautiful as she is, she gets intense when she goes quiet. Damn.
何？じゃああなた素人？
Not an amateur. A wannabe.
そんなことないぞ。一応強化の魔術ぐらいは使える。
Imagine losing the strongest servant to a random. I would off myself. Well, technically speaking, this kinda has happened with me. I got to fucking summon Draco just as her banner was at the time I joined the fucking game. And yeah, they do call me an asshole in the community now for that. But then again, even any master who has strong servants is considered asshole status. They're not wrong. What? Lose. How dare you? I just pulled. That's all I did.
強化ってまたなんとも半端なのを使うのね。で、それ以外はからっきしってわけ？
Toshaka just stares at me.
まあ、端的に言えば、多分。
To be fair, Shiru, it's not Shiru's fault actually. It's not like he had any books to read, any person to show him anything ever since he lost his foster father or whatever. Yeah, he has been only, you know, a self-taught magician, which is ultra bullshit to be self-taught. Her stare is so intense. I can't help but be vague in my answer.
はあ、
Yeah.
なんだってこんなやつにセイバーが呼び出されるのよ。まったく。
Yeah. I'm good, but broken. I have pulled Yakini and her signature Lycon, so yeah. Oh, I see. Well, congrats on getting her, but well, I understand the fact that you're broke now. Next week I have my Aglaya coming around, and yeah, I'm waiting eagerly. Yes. She signs, disappointed. I don't much care about that. I don't much care for that. It's not like I've been playing around here. Sure, I'm not a full-fledged maid, but that's not the issue here.
まあいいわ。もう決まったことに不平をこぼしても始まらない。そんなことより今は借りを返さないと。
Toshaka takes a breath.
それじゃあ話を始めるけど、エミヤくん、自分がどんな立場にあるのか分かってないでしょ。
Can you believe that the poor guy doesn't even know that he's the 7th servant who has joined a fucking battle royale of mages? And he doesn't even know it. Fun fact, I got after losing the 50-50 there, so yeah, life sucks. Oh, I see, that explains a lot. Sorry for that, Joker. It happens, as usual. I lost a 75-25 of the signature Litecoin for Yakini. But I'm not willing to, I'm not willing to spend any more for Yakini. I want to guarantee my, Maglai as Litecoin. I nod.
やっぱり。まあ一目で分かったけど、一応確認しとかないとね。知ってる相手に説明するなんて心の贅肉だし。
My favorites always die on these kind of things. Sad. Ah, I see. Hello, Kakarot. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? That was a really weird way to put that, but I feel like if I get smart with her, she'll smack me.
率直に言うと、エミヤ君はマスターに選ばれたの。
That's not a good thing, by the way.
どちらかの手に精魂があるでしょ。手の甲とか腕とか、個人差はあるけど、3つの霊樹が刻まれているはず。それがマスターとしての証よ。
The mark that proves you are a master,
手
okay?
の甲って。あ、これか。
I've been good. Also, quick question: Are you new with the visual novel? As a matter of fact, yes, I am. I got into the Fate series like how long ago? Like 2 months ago or so, 2-3 months ago. Yeah, and since Honkai Star Rail is collabing with Fate, I said to myself, it should be wise for me to actually get into the franchise. That way, it will be more rewarding once the collab arrives. Yeah, bro life has its ups and downs, so yeah. I know, Joker.
そう。それはサーバントを律する呪文でもあるから大切にね。霊樹って言うんだけど、それがある限りはサーバントを従えていられるわ。
ある限りってどういうことだよ。
霊樹は絶対命令権なの。サーバントには自由意志があるって気づいていると思うけど、それをねじ曲げて絶対に言いつけを守らせる呪文がその刻印。
Yeah, what a civil way.
発動に呪文は必要なくて、あなたが霊樹を使用するって思えば発動するから。ずつ減っていくから、使うのなら2回だけにとどめなさい。で、その霊樹がなくなったらエミヤ君は殺されるだろうから、全員注意して。
Why do they assume that they will die? I mean, if you think about it, the only thing that can happen really is for the servant to actually, rebel against them. But if the servant doesn't want to rebel, that wouldn't be like a thing that they have to, have to happen, like die. That's what I mean. Then you are in for a ride, but it is a good one with lots of twists. Thank you, Kakarot. I've been told that there are a lot of twists, so literally people are actively trying to save me from spoilers. And you know what? I do appreciate that, because I know that there are, there are a lot of things to know, but the question is, when are you gonna know?
俺が殺される？
そうよ。マスターが他のマスターを倒すのが聖杯戦争の基本だから。そうして他の6人を倒したマスターには望みを叶える聖杯が与えられるの。
何？
Imagine, man, oh my god. Wait a minute, I have a silly thought in my mind just now. The Holy Grail will grant one wish, right? So, if you are just a fan of the game, you win the Holy Grail War, you have killed all the other 6 masters and the other 6 servants, and you're like, I wish to revive them. And that's it. Okay, thanks for the game, kids. Peace out. Hold on a second. Well, I click out of the fucking window. I don't understand what the hell Toshaka's saying. Masters defeating masters. And then they are granted the Holy Grail. And is the Holy Grail the Holy Grail?
まだわからない。要するにね、あなたはあるゲームに巻き込まれたのよ。
Yeah, tough luck, boy.
聖杯戦争っていう7人のマスターの生存競争。他のマスターを一人残らず倒すまで終わらない魔術師同士の殺し合いに。
Aglaia Lightcon is good enough because I also have her, so you know. I also want to gamble for her signature Lightcon, but currently I am not in a good place. I know. I had to skip the, Yaikini's Lightcon in order to get Aglaia's. So I know. You have to necessarily save if you really want to get what you want. Toshaka talks about this like it's the most normal thing in the world. Everything she says swirls around in my head. I was chosen as a master. Toshaka claims to be a master. Familiars called servants. And the Holy Grail War. A battle to the death between 7 mages.
待て、なんだそれ。いきなり何言ってんだお前。
気持ちはわかるけど、私は事実を口にするだけよ。それにあなただって心の底では理解してるんじゃない？一度ならず二度までもサーバントに殺されかけて、自分はもう逃げられない立場なんだって。
True that. He cannot back out because he summoned Saber, and he almost got killed by another servant. It's not like he had a choice now. Rin really is kind to actually let him know all that, even though they eventually have to kill each other. That's true. That Lancer guy did nearly kill me.
あ、違うわね。殺されかけたんじゃなくて、殺されたんだっけ。よく生き返ったわね、エミヤくん。
Yeah, you just had to throw that in, you little shit. Toshaka's comment is the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, you have to thank her now. Yeah, I mean, he did die the first time, but was saved by Rin's magic. Yeah, we did show that like yesterday. This is absolutely right. That guy killed me. I died. There was no chance for me to talk him out of it, nor convince him otherwise, and I was only there to die. That's why me backing out of this incomprehensible deathmatch doesn't mean the others will do the same.
納得した？ならもう少しだけ話をしてあげる。聖杯戦争というのが何であるか私もよくは知らない。
Ah, you're an impressive mage yourself. I see. How can you not know?
ただ何十年に一度7人のマスターが選ばれ、マスターにはそれぞれサーバントが与えられるってことだけは確かよ。
It does feel like this is one of the most important questions to ask whenever the Holy Grail War is mentioned, and yet nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh, it just exists, okay? Just deal with it. What do you mean you don't, girl? Exactly.
私もマスターに選ばれた一人。だからサーバントと契約したし、あなただってセーバーと契約した。サーバントは聖杯戦争を勝ち残るために聖杯が与えた使い魔と考えなさい。で、マスターである私たちは自分のサーバントと協力して他のマスターを始末していくわけね。
Toshaka explains things matter-of-factly, but it feels totally unreal to me. But one thing she mentioned raises a question.
ちょっと待ってくれ。遠坂はセイバーを使い魔だって言うけど、俺にはそうは思えない。だって使い魔っていうのは猫とか鳥だろ。そりゃ人の幽霊を扱うやつもいるって言うけど、セイバーはちゃんと体がある。それにとても使い魔なんかに見えない。
I glance over at Saber. She's been quiet the whole time. Saber looks completely human to me, even though she's just standing there, menacingly. I don't know who she is, but she looks to be a girl about the same age as me.
使い魔ね。まあサーバントはその分類ではあるけど、位置づけは段違いよ。何しろそこにいる彼女はね、使い魔としては最強とされるゴーストライナーなんだから。
Yeah, I almost forgot how much this girl yaps. She yaps so much that the prologue is just her yapping about the Grail War. I know the first... My god. Was it the first or was it also the second? The first and second streams of mine, which lasted 6 hours, it was only the fucking prologue. And I said this in the beginning of this stream. I was informed like earlier in the day today from one of my friends that so far these 5 streams I've done, it's only the first episode of the anime. Only the first. How many hours will it take me for me to finish the visual novel? The path of Stay Night, by the way, not even the other paths. The Unlimited Blade Works, which is probably one of the most important ones for the collaboration. It's just Tosaka being Tosaka. She just loves lecturing others, I suppose, then, huh? Her yapping will make me fall asleep again. Luz, at this point, do you come into my stream in order to, like, relax and actually be able to take a nap? Like, I genuinely have started wondering that now.
ゴーストライナー。じゃあその、やっぱり幽霊ってことか。
The spirit of a human, someone who died long ago. Also, I just finished the first route and I have the playtime over 50 plus hours. Okay, I see how it is. Jesus. I really need to speed things up if I want to catch up before the collab. The residual thoughts of a person of exceptional ability who remains in this world even after their death. But that doesn't make sense. Ghosts don't possess a physical body. Ghosts can only hurt other ghosts. So how could I, who possesses a body, be killed by a spirit?
幽霊。似たようなものだけど、そんなもんと一緒にしたらセイバーに殺されるわよ。サーバントは受肉した過去の英雄。精霊に近い人間以上の存在なんだから。
はぁ？受肉した過去の英雄。
I want to actually watch the streams, but I'm so exhausted because of not taking my meds that I just pass out randomly. It's annoying. I understand, Luz. I understand. Well, you can't get rest. You can rest. It doesn't matter, like, if you watch the streams or not. You can watch the VODs later.
そうよ。過去だろうが現代だろうが、とにかく死亡した伝説上の英雄をこう引っ張ってきてね、実体化させるのよ。
Okay.
まあ、呼び出すまでがマスターの役割で、後の実体化は聖杯がしてくれるんだけどね。魂を形にするなんてのは、一介の魔術師には不可能だもの。ここは強力なアーティファクトの力におんぶしてもらうってわけ。
Yeah, but even so, the 3 routes are important to Shiro in one way or another. I have already said too much, so I'll stop about it for now before I get into spoilers. Thank you, Kakarot. I mean, of course I'm gonna play the game. I bought it, and I did pay about the full price of an indie game, $30. So I do want to make my money back. That being said, since I got into the rabbit hole, I guess there is no turning back now. I do have to, see what it's all about. And since Honkai Star Rail, one of my favorite games, is collabing with this, franchise. But of course now I have to do it because, look, I am a sucker for collaborations and crossovers. I just so fucking love it when... Sorry, I was about to choke there. I just so fucking love it when characters from one universe meet characters from another. I just really like that. And since we are at that point with Honkai Star Rail, now I truly do have to invest myself in Fate. In the Fate franchise as a whole, I suppose. Same, crossovers are the best. I know. Same for me too. I got into Honkai Star Rail because of the Fate crossover. Excellent, excellent.
ちょっと待て。過去の英雄って。
Saber, who are you? So she's a hero of the past too? Well, sure, nobody in the modern era would dress like her, but still. Let me tell you something, nobody from the past era would actually dress like her either. When it comes to anime, they just so happens to look extremely uniquely designed.
そんなの不可能だ。そんな魔術聞いたことがない。
And now I love Honkai Star Rail and its turn-based combat. I know.
当然よ。これは魔術じゃないもの。あくまで聖杯による現象と考えなさい。そうでなければ魂を再現して固定化するなんてできるはずがない。
魂の再現って。じゃあそのサーバントは幽霊とは違うのか。
違うわ。人間であれ動物であれ機械であれ、偉大な功績を残すと輪廻の輪から外されて一段階上に昇華するって話聞いたことない？
Wait a minute, what? A recreation of a soul. Doesn't mean the servants are different than phantoms? Wants something, whether that by humans, an animal, or even machinery, achieves something great. They are removed from the cycle of reincarnation and sublimated into something with higher rank. Okay, I see. So being a servant, somehow, some way, it's making you of a higher rank, even though you are meant to serve a master. I mean, that always kind of messed with my head. How can you call someone a servant if they are actually something greater, but still?
英霊っていうのはそういう連中よ。
Yeah, heroic spirits, calling them heroic spirits is more accurate.
要するに崇め立て祀られて疑似的な神様になった者たちなんでしょうね。
Pseudo gods? How dare you? Some of the characters in some of the servants are actual gods. Some of the servants, I mean.
口寄せとかそういう一般的な霊を扱う魔術は彼らの力の一部を借り受けて奇跡を起こすでしょ。けどこのサーバントっていうのは英霊本体を直接連れてきて使い魔にする。だから基本的には霊体としてそばにいるけど必要とあらば実体化させて戦わせられるってわけ。
ああ、OK。
その霊体と実体を使い分けられるってことか。遠坂のサーバントは姿が見えないけど今は霊体ってことか。
いえ、あいつはうちの召喚人で傷を癒している最中よ。
ああ。
さっきセイバーにやられたでしょ。あれだってあと少し強制撤去が遅かったら一撃で消滅してたわ。いい？サーバントを倒せるのは同じ霊体であるサーバントだけ。そりゃ相手が実体化していればこっちの攻撃も当たるからうまくすれば倒せるかもしれない。
Wait a minute, what? Only servants in spirit form can defeat other servants in spirit form. They can fight as ghosts? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? We can attack them when they are materialized, so we might be able to defeat them like that. Okay.
けどサーバントはみんな怪物じみてるでしょ。だから怪物の相手は怪物に任せてマスターは後方支援をするっていうのがセオリーね。
So Shaka's explanation takes me off. I don't know what the other servants are like, but calling servants monsters doesn't feel like a fair description of Saber. Bro, you saw what she could do. I mean, yes, it's not a really fair description if you say that, but you cannot really call her human either.
とにかくマスターになった人間は召喚したサーバントを使って他のマスターを倒さなければならない。そのあたりは理解できた？
言葉の上でなら。けど納得なんて言ってないぞ。そもそもそんな悪趣味なことを誰が何のために始めたんだ？
That is an excellent question. I wanna know that too.
それは私が知るべきことでもないし、答えてあげることでもない。そのあたりはいずれちゃんと聖杯戦争を監督しているやつに聞きなさい。
Oh.
私が教えてあげられるのはね、あなたはもう戦うしかなくて、サーバントは強力な使い魔だからうまく使えってことだけよ。
As Toshaka says that, she turns to Saber.
さて、エミヤ君から話を聞いた限りじゃ、あなたは不完全な状態みたいね、セイバー。マスターとしての心得がない、魔術師見習いに呼び出されたんだから。
ええ、あなたの言う通り、私は万全ではありません。
She hasn't even wait a minute. I know she has a lot of forms. I do not know which is the complete one. Truth be told, Saber exists like 1,000 different ways, in 1,000 different versions of herself in the franchise.
シローには私を実体化させる魔力がないため、霊体に戻ることも魔力の回復も難しいでしょう。
驚いたわ。そこまでひどかったこともだけど、あなたが正直に話してくれるなんて思わなかった。どうやって弱みを聞き出そうかなって程度だったのに。
Yeah, Rain is actually very smart. But she's not evil. That's the thing. That's a good thing.
敵に弱点を見抜かれるのは不本意ですが、あなたの目は欺けそうにない。こちらの手札を隠しても意味はないでしょう。それならばあなたに知ってもらうことで、シローにより深く現状を理解してもらった方がいい。
正解。風格も十分と。もうますます惜しい。私がセイバーのマスターだったらこんな戦い勝ったも同然だったのに。
Of course she's gonna fucking complain in front of Saber. I mean, I would have done so too. If I only was the one who summoned you, damn it.
遠坂、それ俺がふさわしくないってことか。
Shiru, wanna trade? I'll give you my archer. Can you imagine?
当然でしょ、ヘッポコ。
Whoa, anyone with a heart might have softened that blow a bit. True.
何？まだなんか質問があるの？
But she doesn't realize how hurtful her words are. My image of her as the perfect honor student at school slowly crumbles. Yeah, you'll have a lot of that down the line, I'm getting the feeling. I mean, there is Saber, Emo Saber, beats episode Saber with a water gun. I do remember that. Saber with a lance on a horse. Emo Saber with a lance on a horse. Emo Saber but in a maid dress. Bunny suit Saber with thick thighs. And much more. Yeah, I do like Emo Saber, truth be told. I do like Emo Jeanne d'Arc too. The alter types, I just can't. Issa sure was right about her. She's fiendishly relentless. Fiendishly relentless, yeah.
話がまとまったところで、そろそろ行きましょうか。
Toshaka announces this curtly. But it's kinda weird.
行くってどこへ？
How many Sabers are there? Look, the franchise is over 20 years old now. Every new entry, you can assume there is probably another Saber. And there are a lot of entries, including spin-offs and shit. So, yeah. More than 12. Yep. Yep.
だから、あなたが巻き込まれたこのゲーム、聖杯戦争をよく知っているやつに会いに行くの。エミヤ君、聖杯戦争の理由について知りたいんでしょ？
Just yesterday, I happened to stumble upon the opening of the Grand Order Festival. It has as a spin-off, which basically is like a small, like, Super Bowl of all the characters from the franchise coming together. And I wanted to question, like I was questioning Zabon the other day. Not the other day, it was this morning again, not yesterday, it was this morning. I questioned him, why is the actual Saber having a beef with the red Saber? And he's like, oh, because they want to find who's the strongest Saber. And I'm like, what? You know, Saber from Fate Extella.
それは当然だ。けど、それってどこだよ。もうこんな時間なんだし、あんまり遠いのは。
大丈夫。隣町だから急げば夜明けまでには帰ってこれるわ。それに明日は日曜なんだから別に夜更かししてもいいじゃない。
Saber has problems with herself? Yeah, more or less. I mean, Saber is a class, so there are more servants with that class, but this Saber, I won't tell her name because spoilers, thank you. This version of Saber has so much versions that we have a category called Saber Faces. I mean, makes sense. I have never heard that category, by the way. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, wait a minute. What did she? I haven't been paying attention. Give me 1 second. I told you we're going to see the guy who knows all about it, about the game, the Holy Grail War you got dropped into. You want to know what happens, right? Yeah, of course. But where are we going? It's already late and it's too far. It's fine. He's just in the next town over, and we can get back home before dawn. Plus, tomorrow's Sunday, so it doesn't matter if we are up late. True. Very convenient, but true.
いや、そういう問題じゃなくて。
So much has happened today and I'm utterly exhausted. I just want to rest and organize my thoughts. I mean, Rin actually doesn't have a heart to realize that. The guy got killed today. He found out that he is part of a fucking battle royale. And this girl right here is like, come on, let's go on an adventure.
何？行かないの？もうエミヤ君がそう言うんならいいけど、セイバーは？
For some reason, Tosaka's asking for Saber's opinion.
ちょっと待て、セイバーは関係ないだろう。あんまり無理強いするな。
She knew.
マスターとしての自覚はあるんだ。私がセイバーと話すのは嫌？
Yes, she's my. Excuse me, I slapped the microphone. She's my Saber, not yours. You have your archer.
そんなことあるか。ただ、遠坂の言うのが本当なら、セイバーは昔の英雄なんだろ？なら、こんな現代に呼び出されて、右も左もわからないはずだ。だから、
シロ、それは違う。サーバントは人間の世であるのなら、あらゆる時代に適応します。ですからこの時代のこともよく知っている。
Okay, here's a great question. Let's say a war happens now, and in 10 years from now, it just so happens that, you know, two mages who happen to go to battle, they have the same servants who collided together in the previous Holy Grail War. Wouldn't that be a disadvantage for both of the servants in case they learned the identity of the other? You know, in the previous Holy Grail War? Like, that's something that just crossed my mind. So you're trying to tell me... Oh, no. I was thinking about the possibility that they probably forget after they have ended the war, you know, in order to not have any advantage on the next one. But... maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Perhaps they don't forget. The same way they can adapt to the human modern world like it's nothing.
知ってるって本当に？
もちろん。この時代に呼び出されたのも一度ではありませんから。
Yeah, you see, so she has been summoned back in, you know, in the modern era, in the previous wars. So, what if she crosses a servant who she knows?
嘘。どんな確率よそれ？
I mean, oh hey, Toshaka surprised too. Wow, that's the first. That must mean that what Saber said is at least somewhat unusual.
シロ、私は彼女に賛成です。 あなたはマスターとして知識がなさすぎる。あなたと契約したサーバントとしてシロには強くなってもらわなければ困ります。
Saber silently stares at me, judgmental, with a judgmental gaze. The look on her face tells me she's saying this for my sake, not for her own safety. Actually, she's right. You would be better off if you knew more.
分かった。行けばいいんだろ、行けば。で、それってどこなんだ、トサカ。ちゃんと帰ってこれる場所なんだろうな。
もちろん行き先は隣町の琴峰教会。そこがこの戦いを監督してるエセ神父の居所よ。
Toshaka flashes a mischievous grin. It's the look of someone who's enjoying teasing me, since I have no clue what's going on. At least that's what I think. I'm starting to believe Toshaka has a really nasty side. Yeah, no shit. Only twisted individuals become fucking mages. We walk through town at night. It's 1 in the morning and there is nobody out in this hour. The houses are dark and the sleepy town is cast only in the streetlights' pale glow.
まあ、トサカ、つかぬことを聞くけど、歩いて隣町まで行く気なのか？
そうよ。だって電車もバスも終わってるでしょ。いいんじゃない？たまには夜の散歩っていうのも。
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit about how much tired the poor guy might be. Well, I mean, servants would get their memories erased at the end of the war, and the Grail only feeds them the most basic details of the era which the Grail War is happening, so that the servant won't have a cultural shock. But Saber is an exception for some reason. Ah, I see. Well, thank you for letting me understand that, Kakarot.
そうか。一応聞くけど、隣町までどのくらいかかるか知ってるか？
It will take about like 1.5 hours, maybe 2, depending on how fast you are.
歩いてだと1時間ぐらいかしらね。まあ、遅くなったら帰りはタクシーでも拾えばいいでしょ。
I knew it. No problem. Thank you.
そんな余分な金は使わないし、俺が言いたいのは、女の子が夜出歩くのはどうかってことだ。最近物騒なのは知ってるだろ？もしものことがあったら責任持てないぞ、俺。
Bro, you say that as if you do not know who you're talking to.
安心しなさい。相手がどんなやつだろうとちょっかいなんて出してこないわ。エミヤ君は忘れ。
Sorry, I skipped that. Well, she says that Saber is really strong. Now that she mentions it, if anyone picks a fight with Saber, they are dead for sure. Yeah.
リン、シロは今何を言いたかったのでしょう。私には理解できなかったのですが。
Slap him, Rim. Yeah, slap him some sense, Rin. As I can see here, Saber is cosplaying as Six from, Little Nightmares. She does look like Six. Fuck me. Did you have to make it yellow? Saber's cute, I know. Saber, baby girl, what are you doing? She literally could not stand out more. Okay, what did Shiro mean by what he said earlier? I did not quite understand.
いや、大した勘違いっぷりっていうか、大間抜けっていうか。なんでも私たちが痴漢に襲われたら、エミヤ君が助けてくれるんだって。
Okay, he's a little bit of an idiot, but let me look. To his defense, I would have been just as much as an idiot, considering the fact of how tired Shiu, and I, for that matter, would have been. Think about that. You have been working the entire fucking day. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep. You fucking die. Your chest probably feels a lot of pain. even when breathing. And this girl just casually says, "Hey, let's go walk for an hour."
そんなシロは私のマスターだ。それでは立場が逆ではないですか。
I mean, you were a king, no? So I guess you are used to, you know, getting served.
そういうの考えてないんじゃない？魔術師とかサーバントとかどうでもいいって感じ。あいつの頭の中一度見てみたくなったわね。
Wait, it makes sense. Oh my god, it makes more sense. Why does it make sense? Wait a minute. What does it make sense? What makes sense, Kakarot? What did you figure out? What did you figure out? Toshaka and Saber seem to be on good enough terms to chat now. Oh, thank God. Saber's been quiet ever since I stopped her from leaving the house as she was. She flatly refused to take off her armor, so I made her wear a raincoat. And she's been quiet ever since. She just quietly accepts everything she encounters, and that's it. You said that Saber in that dress reminded you of Six, right? Yes. But nobody, I get that nobody actually got the reference. Have anyone played in this chat Little Nightmares? It's a nice game. She does look like Six. Look at her. Considering the fact though that Little Nightmares came way after, you know, Fate Stay Night, but still. Just had to make the joke. Too many times. Is my favorite game ever. Then why didn't you say anything? If you like the game, then why do you not acknowledge that yes, she looks like Six right now? Man, the more I look at her, the more I want to laugh. I can't. Well, you know how Six devours other beings in the game? Well, there is a meme Saber is a bit of a glutton. Well, I mean, she is one, but still. Oh, yeah, I do know. She does have a thing about food a lot. I have seen her eat a lot. You can make a full-on fucking compilation of Saber just eating. That's why she probably likes Zero so much. Also, yellow raincoat is common. Yeah, it is common, but it depends on the country. In Greece, I have never fucking seen a yellow raincoat. Never. Most raincoats in Greece are like black or grey. I don't know why. I don't know where the yellow raincoats ever even came from. I agreed in my mind and forgot to type it. I see. Fair enough, Luz. Now she's just following me and only speaks to Toshaka. I mean, you do not actually say anything to her yourself in order to respond to you now, right?
あれ？どっちに行くのよ、エミヤ君。そっち道が違うんじゃない？
橋に出ればいいんだろ。ならこっちのが近道だ。
I feel a little awkward walking right beside her, so I walk a little faster and took the side path. I mean, yes, I suppose. The guy literally is in a fucking fever dream ever since he died. Perhaps he did die and he was never saved. Everything after everything after that point is just in Shiru's, imagination. It was all a dream. We enter a park along the riverside. All we need to do is to cross the bridge to reach Shindo.
へえ、こんな道あったんだ。そっか。橋には公園からでも行けるんだから、公園を目指せばいいのね。
Schizophrenia. Not quite. If it's your last thoughts, or perhaps your last dream as you die, you cannot really call it schizophrenia. It's just imagination. Maybe it's the park at night. Toshaka, as she stands there staring up at the bridge, looks prettier than when I see her at school. This isn't good.
いいから行くぞ。別に遊びに来たわけじゃないんだから。
how can he not? How hasn't he figured out yet that he has to kill her, or she has to kill him eventually? That I feel like this is something that, you know, would have been brought up right off the bat. I remind Toshaka to hurry and start climbing the stairs. Once we reach the road at the side of the bridge, it's just a straight shot to Shindo. Yeah, the guy really didn't want to take in the scenery. He probably didn't feel like he has the power to keep looking. Respectfully, I mean. There is nobody at the bridge. Not surprising, since this bridge isn't exactly busy, even during the day. People tend to take the bus or train to get to the next town, so the pedestrian bridge doesn't seem much use. It's a pretty good distance, and the bridge itself seems a little unsteady, so people might worry it could collapse at any time. Well, yes, but they are friends, well, classmates, and one is clueless and the other is just a tsundere. Yeah, but still. Probably why this isn't a very popular spot for dates, even though the location and ambience are perfect. You see, like, so much for being classmates. The guy really is bringing attention to his thoughts for that. Saber follows silently while Rin walks beside me. I hurry across the bridge as fast as I can and try not to think too much about the two girls with me. Bro, calm your jets. Calm down. Once we cross the bridge, Toshaka leads us to the suburbs. The office buildings near the station only come to mind when I think of Shindo, but there is still a traditional townscape on the outskirts. The suburbs are especially prominent in that sense. There are gentle slopes and a hill that overlooks the ocean. The further up the hill you go, the fewer buildings there are, and there is even a foreigner's cemetery built along the hillside.
この上が教会よ。エミヤ君も一度ぐらいは行ったことがあるんじゃない？
いや、ない。あそこが孤児院だったってことぐらいは知ってるけど。
そう。なら今日が初めてか。じゃあ少し気を引き締めた方がいいわ。あそこの神父は一筋縄じゃいかないから。
Oh no, who's the priest? I don't think we have seen the face of the priest. I look up and see a shadow that must be a building on top. Wait a minute. I see a shadow that must be a building on top of the hill. A church atop a hill. I never imagined a circumstance like this is what would bring me to God's house. You're gonna need God, that's for sure. In your situation.
すごいな、これ。
Are there... Wait a minute, something crossed my mind just now. Are there really Christian churches like that in Japan? I mean, I do assume that there are churches, Christian ones, in certain select areas. But, you know, actual churches like this big? I don't know why, but it didn't really click with me, the possibility that that's a thing. Isn't Japan mostly focused on Buddhism? Probably. I mean, I don't know. The church is magnificent. The whole hilltop seems to be church grounds, and I'm greeted by a huge open space the moment I reach the top of the hill. The church at the other side of the vast open space isn't all that big, but it seems to loom over everything, intimidating any visitors. There she is, our favorite, our one and only 6.
なんでだよ。ここまで来たのに、セイバーだけ置いてけぼりなんてできないだろう。
Bro, she's not Christian. How can you tell her to do that? It's like, it's blasphemy. No, actually, wait a minute. She's from Arthurian. She is Christian. Fuck. If it was any other servant, it could have worked, but I don't think it works with a knight like Saber. She's from Europe, after all. Damn it. Little 6, yeah.
私は教会に来たのではなく、シロを守るためについてきたのです。シロの目的地が教会であるのなら、これ以上遠くには行かないでしょう。
I see. So you really...
ここで帰りを待つことにします。
You really do not like the incense in there, like the aromas. Okay, I understand. You can stay outside. You don't have to, you don't have to act all tough about it. Wait, do you know who Saber is? Look, I have been told who she is. I do know also her name. Well, look, she's like the main character. I had to know who she is because for 10 years now, I have stumbled upon fan art, I have stumbled upon clips, but I was never interested into actually starting the franchise from the very beginning. So I do know who Saber is. I have no idea who everyone else is. I have no idea who Archer is. And I've been told multiple times, Archer is like a huge twist to learn who he is. So it's best for you to not know. But I do know that, yeah, Saber's name is Arturia. And she's basically, King Arthur. That's it. That's all I really know. As far as my knowledge, goes. Saber is frank in her response. I can't see her budging at this point, so I decide to respect her decision.
わかった。それじゃあ行ってくる。
Truth be told, I didn't even know who Lancer was like a few weeks ago.
はい。誰であろうと気を許さないように、マスター。
Yeah, Archer is a huge twist. Yeah, I'm glad I do not know who he is. I do want to find out, in the proper way. After this dark scene, this felt like a flashbang with such a bright color. The chapel is large and majestic. Not really. Orthodox Christian churches actually have paintings on the walls. They do not just have it painted everything in white, but whatever, fair enough. It must see many visitors during the day based on the number of pews in the chapel. The priest must have incredible authority if he's responsible for a church as grand as this one. Let me tell you something. It's not really that grand. I have found smaller churches that are grander than this one, just saying. Alright, I just remember there's also lore-accurate Saber in FGO who's kinda OP lore-wise. Ah, I see.
トサカ、ここの神父さんというのはどんな人なんだ？
どんな人かって説明するのは難しいわね。10年来の知人だけど、私だって未だにあいつの性格はつかめないもの。
10年来の知人？それはまた随分と年季が入った関係だな。
親戚じゃないけど私の後見人よ。ついでに言うと兄弟子にして第二の師っていうところ。
Your second mentor? Who was the first?
兄弟子って魔術師としての兄弟子？
そうだけどなんで驚くのよそこで。
だって神父さんなんだろ？神父さんが魔術なんてそんなのご法度じゃないか。
Where do you think we live? In the thousands? Like 1000 AC? No! Now we have modernized everything. Don't worry, nobody gets thrown into the fire because they use magecraft, no. I think you will love his voice. Okay, I really want to hear it. Mages and churches have never mixed well. Yeah, sure. Mages belong to a large organization called the Mages Association. But there is also a hidden group operating in the shadow of the most widespread religion. Not one normal people would ever hear about or want to get involved with, known as the Holy Church. The two have nothing in common. They may have a sort of surface alliance, but they are constantly trying to kill each other, given half a chance. Wait a minute, really? I didn't know that. Wait a minute. The Holy Church is trying to fucking... The Holy Church is actually the most widespread religion of the shadows. Okay. Nice. The church loathes heretics. They are out to eliminate anything inhuman in the world, including users of magecraft. In the church's eyes, only saints are permitted to perform miracles. All other human miracles are heresy. Well, yeah. Why do I get the feeling that, you know, actually summoning the spirit of Arturia herself would actually be like one of the greatest heresies? If you think that there is, you know, they are a knight, a Christian knight for that matter. Yeah, in Nasuverse, the Holy Church have some badass characters, but most of them are hypocrites. Oh, I see. Damn it. So they really are just bad guys, for the most part. There are no exceptions, even for those within the church. The higher the position one is in within the church, the more they are forbidden from the impunity of magecraft. The more they are forbidden from the impunity of magecraft. Okay. It goes without saying that the more blessings someone receives from God, especially someone who is in charge of a church like this, the further the distance they should take from magecraft.
いや、そもそもここの神父さんってこっち側の人だったのか。
ええ、聖杯戦争の監督役を任されたやつだもの。バリッバリの代行者よ。まあ、最も神のご加護があるかどうかは疑問だけど。
I see, so he's a spy. I get it now. Toshaka's footsteps echo as he walks towards the altar. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to be walking around here without a priest, but it is pretty late. The priest wouldn't be in the chapel at this hour. I guess he'd be in his private room out back.
んで、その神父さんはなんて言うんだ。さっきは琴峰とかなんとか言ってたけど。
Yeah, I just remembered, by the way, the so-called private room of the priest. We don't have that here. Just last week, I had, you know, at the hotel I work, a tourist who was like, excuse me, is that a church out there? And I'm like, yes, it is a church. Okay, so why is it not open? It's not open because, well, the priest has left. He has gone home. And he goes like, what? He's not sleeping there? And I'm like, no, since when do priests sleep at the house of God? Getting culture shocked over fucking... where does the priest sleep? Like, man, actually getting culture shocked because of the religions. That depends on the context, because the two factions are fighting to reach something, but since they want it to themselves, they consider it that the other are their enemy, but they're both are rotten to the core. Well, it makes sense. It depends on which side we are. That's my question too, yeah. Since when they have rooms there? I don't know. I guess they assume that there is actually like an not an outhouse, that's not correct to say. There is like an guests building that also is basically rooms for people who need it, including the priest, perhaps. I'm not sure. That's what that person perhaps assumed, but that's not often the case. Excluding if it's a monastery. In a monastery there are, you know, chambers for, you know, for all people who live in the monastery.
名前は琴峰綺麗。父さんの教え子でね。もう10年以上顔を合わせてる腐れ縁よ。まあ、できれば知り合いたくなかったけど。
Ah, I see, Rin. You have such a strong, you know, strong bond with that priest, apparently. Wow.
同感だ。私も主を敬わぬ弟子など持ちたくはなかった。
Okay, that's a Gigachat voice, okay. You were right, Kakarot. That's an interesting voice. I hear footsteps. A man slowly emerges from the far side of the altar. He must have noticed when we entered the chapel. Oh, man.
にも応じぬと思えば変わった客を連れてきたな。彼が7人目というわけか、リン。
Something was telling me that he would look like that fucking teacher. You know, like this scary teacher. They look like they are fucking... They are assaulting children for a living. That's what it looks like. Jesus! Could you not make them a little bit, I don't know, less, fucking, weird? I thought he would look way older. No, I get the feeling that he is old. It's just the long hair that makes him look young. I mean, it's not inaccurate. Oh, come on.
そう。一応魔術師だけど、中身は点で素人だから見てられなくって。
I get why Irene actually, you know, dislikes him. I don't even know the guy yet, and I already know why she dislikes that guy.
確かマスターになった者はここに届けを出すのが決まりだったわよね。あんたたちが勝手に決めたルールだけど、今回は守ってあげる。
それは結構。なるほど。ではその少年には感謝しなくてはな。
The priest slowly looks over me. Looks me over, excuse me. I unconsciously step back. Well, of course, the guy is creepy as balls. I'm not afraid. Yeah, okay. And I don't sense any hostility from this priest. Yet. But the way he carries himself, he just gives off this indescribable aura of intimidation.
私はこの教会を任されている。琴峰綺麗というものだが。
Hello, Akira. Welcome to stream.
君の名は何というのかな。7人目のマスターよ。
マスター。
しろ。けど、俺はまだマスターなんてものになった覚えはないからな。
I brace myself, glaring at the priest so as not to buckle under that intimidating presence.
エミヤ、シロ。
Yeah, your family wasn't registered in the database. You forgot about that, right? That intimidating aura grows chilly. The priest smiles as if pleased. That smile of his... I can't explain it, but makes me creep out, disgusted, feeling like you wanna fucking run away instantly.
礼を言うエミヤ。よくリンを連れてきてくれた。君がいなければあれは最後までここには訪れなかったろう。
Oh, I see. That's why you're thanking him. Okay. The priest makes his way to the altar. Toshaka, on the other hand, just looks bored as he moves away from the altar and comes to stand next to me.
では始めよう。エミヤ・シロ。君はセイバーのマスターで間違いはないか。
Careful what you say about Kirei, commoner. Is he actually a good person, Akira? Or is he actually, you know, a fucking creep?
それは違う。確かに俺はセイバーと契約した。けど、マスターとか聖杯戦争とか、そんなことを言われても俺には点でわからない。
I don't know, we'll see. Okay.
マスターっていうのがちゃんとした魔術師がなるものなら、他にマスターを選び直した方がいい。
なるほど。これは重症だ。彼は本当に何も知らないのか、リン。
He looks creepy. Yeah, we'll see about it. Okay, okay.
だから素人だって言ったじゃない。そのあたりからしつけてあげて。そういう追い込み得意でしょ、あんた。
Toshaka practically pawns me off on the priest, still looking bored.
ほう。これはそういうことか。
But still, I'm waiting for that moment. If you know, you know. Moment? Wait a minute, what? What moment? You know? Akira! Kakarot! What the fuck? Oh no! Now I'm worried.
よかろう。お前が私を頼ったのはこれが初めてだ。エミやシロには感謝をしてもし足りないな。
What? The more I hear them talk, the more uneasy I get. Yeah, no shit.
まず君の勘違いを正そう。いいかエミヤシロ。マスターというものは他人に譲れるものではないし、なってしまった以上やめられるものでもない。
Shit.
その腕にレイジを刻まれた者は、たとえ何者であろうとマスターをやめることはできん。まず
Sorry, I skipped it.
やめるこ
Crap.
とはできないって。
Ah,
No,
I
Stella.
misclicked. Okay. There's no means by which they can resign from being a master, regardless of who they might be. Can't quit? Why not?
レイジとは聖魂でもある。マスターとは与えられた試練だ。都合が悪いからといって放棄することはできん。その痛みからは聖杯を手に入れるまでは解放されない。
Of course.
お前がマスターを辞めたいというのであれば、聖杯を手に入れ、斧が望みを叶えるより他はあるまい。そうなれば、何もかもが元通りだぞ、エミヤシロ。
That, or you can just off yourself. There's always a way out. The piano beat drove hard as fuck. True? Yeah, for real. Yeah.
お前の望み、そのうちに溜まった泥を全てかき出すこともできる。そうだ。初めからやり直すこととて可能だろうよ。故に望むがいい。もしその時が来るのなら、君はマスターに選ばれた幸運に感謝するのだからな。その目に見えぬ火傷の跡を消したいのならば、聖魂を受け入れるだけでいい。
By the way, it's 1 a.m. here. What is the time? What is the time for you over there? 10:30. 10:30 p.m. I still have like about 1.5 hours to go for today. I feel faint. The priest's words don't make any sense. The more I listen, the more I'm confused. Yet his words permeate in my mind, staining me like blood.
キレ、回りくどい真似はしないで。私は彼にルールを説明してあげてって言ったのよ。誰も傷を開けなんて言ってない。
Her voice interrupts the priest's words.
父さん。
My confused mind snaps back.
そうか。こういった手合いには何を言っても無駄だからな。せめて勘違いしたまま道徳を拭い去ってやろうと思ったのだが情けは人のためならずとはよく言ったものだ。つい私自身も楽しんでしまったか。
The guy is quite the fucking abuser now, right? When it comes to psychology.
何よ、彼を助けるといいことあるっていうの？あんたに。
あるとも。人を助けるということはいずれ自身を救うということだからな。と今さらお前に説いても始まるまい。では本題に戻ろうか、エミヤシロ。君が巻き込まれたこの戦いは聖杯戦争と呼ばれるものだ。7人のマスターが7人のサーバントを用いて繰り広げる争奪戦ということぐらいはリンから聞いているか。
聞いてる。7人のマスターで殺し合うっていうふざけた話だろ。
そうだ。だが我らとて好きでこのような非道を行っているわけではない。全ては聖杯を得るにふさわしいものを選抜するための儀式だ。何しろ物が物だからな。所有者の選定にはいくつかの試練が必要だ。
By the way, quick question. Does anyone here play FGO? I started playing FGO about 2 months ago. Akira plays as well. And Zabon, who probably listens to the stream, but he's not commenting right now because he's probably at work, he also plays FGO. Basically, yes, we are all playing FGO, except Luz, I think. And yeah, I knew a couple of things from that game too. The hell with the trials. I bet this priest doesn't think of the Holy Grail War as a trial at all.
待てよ。さっきから聖杯聖杯って繰り返してるけど、それって一体何なんだ？まさか本当にあの聖杯だって言うんじゃないだろうな。
The Holy Grail. A goblet said to have received the blood of a saint. It is considered to be one of the greatest sacred relics of all time, and it is said to perform a variety of miracles. One of the most widely held beliefs is that whoever holds the Holy Grail can possess the entire world. But that seems kind of unlikely, since the Holy Grail itself probably doesn't even exist. Stories of a Holy Grail that can grant any wish appear in numerous myths and legends around the world. That's about it. A mystical power that none claim has ever actually existed or been replicated. A mystical power that none claim has ever actually existed or been replicated. That is the Holy Grail.
どうなんだ、琴峰綺麗。あんたの言う聖杯は本当に聖杯なのか？
もちろんだとも。この町に現れる聖杯は本物だ。その証拠の一つとして、サーバントなどという法外な奇跡が起きているだろう。
God bless. Yeah. True, Akira.
過去の英霊を呼び出し刺激する。いいな。すでに死者の蘇生に近いこの奇跡は魔法と言える。これだけの力を持つ聖杯ならば、持ち主に無限の力を与えよう。物の心眼など、その事実の前には無価値だ。
So what he's saying is that as long as the object possesses power that surpasses the real thing, it doesn't matter whether it's real or fake.
いいぜ。仮に聖杯があるとする。けど、ならなんだって聖杯戦争なんてものをさせるんだ。聖杯があるんなら殺し合うことなんてない。
God bless.
すごいものなら、みんなで分ければいいだろう。
God bless. No, that is Lord have mercy, bro. I mean, I'm trying to, translate in a manner that people understand. You don't necessarily have to, go into detail about it, Akira. I know Greek, Something so amazing should be shared. You're thinking way too selfishly, Chiru.
もっともな意見だが、そんな自由は我々にはない。聖杯を手にする者はただ一人。それは私たちが決めたのではなく、聖杯自体が決めたことだ。
Okay.
7人のマスターを選ぶのも、7人のサーバントを呼び出すのも、すべては聖杯自体が行うこと。
Does that actually hold true? Like the Holy Grail actually has a will of its own?
これは儀式だと言っただろう。聖杯は自らを持つにふさわしい人間を選び、彼らを競わせて、ただ一人の持ち主を選定する。それが聖杯戦争。聖杯に選ばれ、手に入れるために殺し合う恒例儀式というわけだ。
Sort of a chromatic ritual where those chosen by the Holy Grail fight to the death to obtain it. Okay. He's so matter of fact about it all. I have no response, so I just stare at my left hand. There is an inscription on my hand, a mark these two call command spell. As long as I have this mark, I'm told I can't quit being a master.
納得いかないな。一人だけしか選ばれないにしたって、 他のマスターを殺すしかないっていうのは気に食わない。
ちょっと待って。殺すしかないっていうのは誤解よ、ヘミヤ君。別にマスターを殺す必要はないんだから。
Wait a minute, really?
はあ？だって殺し合いだって言ったじゃないか。琴峰もそう言ってたぞ。
So, do you have to kill or you don't? Wait a minute, what?
殺し合いだ。
What?
綺麗は黙ってて。あのね、この町に伝わる聖杯っていうのは霊体なの。だから物としてあるわけじゃなくて、特別な儀式で呼び出す。
I have watched
つまり降霊するしかないってわけ。
Every time I think they have finished a sentence, I come to realize that they haven't. I have watched Unlimited Braid Works and Heaven's Feel, but I couldn't find the Fate route, so I played the game to find how it went. Ah, I see.
で、呼び出すことは私たち魔術師だけでもできるんだけど、これが霊体である以上、私たちには触れられない。この
わかる。
Skipped again.
霊体には霊体しか触れられないんだろ。
We good? Thank you. Certain sentences actually are too fast than they seem, and other sentences are too slow than they seem. I keep misclicking by accident. Sorry for that.
ああ、だからサーバントが必要なのか。
Fate Stay Night, the vanilla one, it looks so 90s art style and find it kind of both weird and cool. True. I mean, it is from 2004, so what do you expect?
そういうこと。ぶっちゃけた話、聖杯戦争っていうのは自分のサーバント以外のサーバントを撤去させるってことよ。だからマスターを殺さなければならないという決まりはないの。
Why didn't they tell me that earlier? Honestly, Toshaka and that priest both are pretty wicked. You mean wicked in a 2000s kind of way? Yeah, bro. Yeah, look, if you think they are wicked, you haven't met real wicked yet. That's why you say that. But that's a relief. It means Toshaka won't have to die, even if I do join the Holy Grail War.
なるほど。そういう考えもできるか。ではエミヤシロ、一つ尋ねるが、君は自分のサーバントを倒せると思うか？
Defeat Saber? Of course not. Besides, Macecraft is useless against her, and she's insanely strong with her sword.
ではもう一つ尋ねよう。つまらぬ問いだが、君は自分がサーバントより優れていると思えるか？
What? Why the hell is he asking this? I can't beat Saber, so there is no way I'm better than her. My answer to both these questions is that I'm weaker than my servant.
そういうことだ。サーバントはサーバントをもってしても破りがたい。ならばどうするか。そら、実に単純な話だろう。サーバントはマスターがいなければ存在できぬ。いかにサーバントが強力であろうと、マスターが潰されれば、そのサーバントも消滅する。ならば。
Now I get it. Nobody would make things harder for themselves. If someone wanted to make sure they won, killing the master would be the much easier path.
ああ、サーバントを消すためにはマスターを倒した方が早いってのは分かった。けどそれじゃ逆にサーバントが先にやられたらマスターはマスターでなくなるのか。聖杯に触れられるのはサーバントだけなんだろう。ならサーバントを失ったマスターには価値がない。
The franchise practically started from this. Fun fact, this VN used to be an eroge one, and so yeah, Siru is the eroge protagonist. I mean, yeah, we've said this multiple times before already. It is what it is. I even referenced it, this, you know, earlier in this stream too. The Steam version doesn't have those scenes, so don't worry about it. The Steam version sadly is the downgraded one. You see, Luz, Akira really, over here, just in this moment, he admits it. He prefers the eroge. And then you people shitted on me for that. Even though I was just making a question before. True, they have robbed the pig from us. Kakarot. Kakarot. That wasn't really the pig. Whatever. Is their master no longer a master? The servants are the only ones who can touch the whole grail. The master who lost their servant becomes obsolete, right?
いや、霊樹がある限りマスターの権利は残る。マスターとはサーバントと契約できる魔術師のことだ。霊樹があるうちはいくらでもサーバントと契約できる。
You are not one to talk or lose, Gooners. What are you talking about? You are the harem protagonist here who cannot be faithful into a single fucking female. And you're calling me a Gooner. Bastard. The master is simply a mage who can make a contract with servants. As long as they have a command spell, they can form contracts with as many servants as they want. Wait a minute, so they can form contracts with as many servants as they want. Let's go. That explains a lot.
彼らは体内の魔力が尽きるまでは現世にとどまれる。そういったマスターを失ったサーバントがいれば、サーバントを失ったマスターとて再契約が可能となる。
Servants who lose their masters, masters who lose their servant can forge a new contract together and return to the battle. I see.
だからこそ、マスターはマスターを殺すのだ。下手に生かしておけば、新たな障害になる可能性があるからな。
Ah, I see. So it's also a bad thing. Because someone can return to battle after that. No. I ain't lying, you're a gooner, bro. You need therapy. Look who's talking. Look who's fucking talking.
じゃあ、霊樹を使い切ったら、そうすれば他のサーバントと契約できないし、自由になったサーバントも他のマスターとくっつくだろ
待って、それは。
それはその通りだ。霊樹さえ使い切ってしまえば、マスターの責務からは解放されるな。もっとも、強力な魔術を行える霊樹を無駄に使うなどという魔術師がいるとは思えないが、いたとしたら、そいつは半人前どころか、ただのふぬけということだろう。
The priest laughs as if he can see right through me. This is starting to get to me. The priest's tone is provoking.
納得がいったか。ならばルールの説明はここまでだ。さて、それでは初めに戻ろうエミヤシロ。君はマスターになったつもりはないと言ったが、それは今でも同じなのか。マスターを放棄するというのならそれもよかろう。君が今考えた通り、霊樹を使い切ってセーバーとの契約を立てばよい。その場合、聖杯戦争が終わるまで君の安全は私が保証する。
ちょっと待った。なんだってあんたに安全を保証されなくちゃいけないんだ。自分の身ぐらい自分で守る。
私とてお前に構うほど暇ではない。だがこれも決まりでな。私は繰り返される聖杯戦争を監督するために派遣された。故に聖杯戦争による犠牲は最小限にとどめなくてはならないのだ。マスターで亡くなった魔術師を保護するのは 監督役として最優先事項なのだよ。
繰り返される聖杯戦争。
Hold on a minute. It repeats? Does that mean a battle like this happened before?
それどういうことだよ。聖杯戦争っていうのは今に始まったことじゃないのか。
無論だ。でなければ監督役などというものが派遣されると思うか。この教会は聖遺物を回収する任を帯びる特務局の末端でな。本来は聖十字の調査回収を旨とするが、ここでは聖杯の査定の任を帯びている。
Investigate and recover the true cross. Okay.
極東の地に観測された第726聖杯を調査し、これが正しいものであるのなら回収し、そうでなければ否定しろとな。
Our job is to investigate the 726 Holy Grail that was detected in the Far East and recovered it. If it is indeed real, and if it is not real, we will reputate it. Okay.
726って聖杯ってのはそんなにたくさんあるのか。
さあ、少なくともらしきものならばそれだけの数があったということだろう。そしてその中の一つがこの町で観測される聖杯であり、聖杯戦争だ。記録では200年ほど前が一度目の戦いになっている。以後約50年周期でマスターたちの戦いは繰り返されている。聖杯戦争はこれで5度目。前回が10年前であるから今までで最短のサイクルということになるが。
Oh, so it doesn't happen every 10 years. It just happens. This is the 5th Holy Grail War. The last one happened about 10 years ago. So this is the shortest cycle yet. Interesting.
正気かお前ら。こんなことを今まで4度も続けてきたって。
I mean, technically, it was their forefathers, if you think about it. If it spans about 200 years in total, and the previous ones were happening about 50 years each, yeah, they weren't alive, unless they are immortal.
まったく同感だ。お前の言う通り、連中はこんなことを何度も繰り返してきたのだよ。そう。過去繰り返された聖杯戦争はことごとく苛烈を極めてきた。マスターたちは斧が欲望に突き動かされ、魔術師としての教えを忘れ、ただ無差別に殺し合いを行った。君も知っていると思うが、魔術師にとって魔術を一般社会で使用することは第一の罪悪だ。魔術師は斧が正体を人々に知られてはならないのだからな。だが過去のマスターたちはそれを破った。魔術協会は彼らを戒めるために監督役を派遣したが、それが間に合ったのは3度目の聖杯戦争でな。その時に派遣されたのが私の父というわけだが、納得がいったか少年。
ああ、監督役が必要な理由は分かった。けど今の話からすると、この聖杯戦争っていうのはとんでもなくたちが悪いものなんじゃないのか。
ほう、たちが悪いとはどのあたりだ。
だって以前のマスターたちは魔術師のルールを破るような奴らだったんだろ。なら仮に聖杯があるとして、最後まで勝ち残った奴が聖杯を私利私欲で使うような奴だったらどうする。平気で人を殺すような奴にそんなものが渡ったらまずいだろ。魔術師を監視するのが教会の仕事なら、あんたはそういう奴を罰するべきじゃないのか。
I'm hoping to finally confuse him with this question. But as I figured, Kotomine just laughs condescendingly. Condescendingly.
まさか私利私欲で動かぬ魔術師などおるまい。我々が管理するのは聖杯戦争の決まりだけだ。その後のことなど知らん。どのような人格が聖杯を手に入れようが教会は関与しない。
そんなバカな。じゃあ聖杯を手に入れたマスターが最悪なやつだったらどうするんだよ。
困るな。だが私たちではどうしようもない。持ち主を選ぶのは聖杯だ。そして聖杯に選ばれたマスターを止める力など私たちにはない。何しろ望みを叶える杯だ。手に入れたものはやりたい放題だろうさ。しかしそれが嫌だというのならお前が勝ち残ればいい。他人を当てにするよりはその方が何よりも確実だろう。
Doing this yourself would be the approach most certain to work as opposed to relying on others, correct? Kotomine is clearly trying to suppress his laughter. It's like he's enjoying watching my awkward resistance to becoming a master.
どうした少年。今のはいいアイデアだと思うのだが参考にする気はないのかな。
Yeah, the guy really dragging Zero into this.
そんなの余計なお世話だ。大地、俺には戦う理由がない。聖杯なんてものに興味はないし、マスターなんて言われても実感が湧かない。
ほう。では聖杯を手に入れた人間が何をするか、それによって最悪が起きたとしても興味はないのだな。
それは。
I can't argue. Damn, this guy is just so hard to deal with. He doesn't care about my feelings, and he is relentless with the information he pushes on me.
理由がないのならそれも結構。ならば10年前の出来事にもお前は関心を持たないのだな。
10年前。
そうだ。前回の聖杯戦争の最後にな。ふさわしくないマスターが聖杯に触れた。そのマスターが何を望んでいたかは知らん。我々にわかるのはその時に残された災害の爪痕だけだ。
Disaster. Oh, of course. For a second, the image of that hell flashes before my eyes.
待ってくれ。まさかそれは。
そうだ。この町に住む者なら誰もが知っている出来事だ
The
よ。
previous master.
エミやシロ。死傷者500名。焼け落ちた建物は実に134棟。未だもって原因不明とされるあの火災こそが聖杯戦争による爪痕だ。
I feel sick. My vision blurs. I lose my focus and I can't concentrate. My legs are about to buckle. Before that can happen, I plant my feet. I grit my teeth to maintain my composure. Raw, seething anger is the only thing holding my nausea at bay.
エミヤ君、どうしたのよ。いきなり顔面真っ白にしちゃって。そりゃあんまり気持ちのいい話じゃなかったけど、ほら、なんなら少し休んだりする？
I must have really looked pale. I know it's rare for someone like Toshaka to be concerned about the likes of me.
心配無用だ。遠坂の変な顔を見たら治った。
Weird.
ちょっと、それどういう意味よ。
The face of a tsundere right here, yes.
いや、タイはないんだ。言葉通りの意味だから気にするな。
ならいいけど、余計に悪いじゃない、このド変僕。
Wow. Was that supposed to be a line of Amigas? Who knows? Man, you do not know when the you considering the context, you do not know when the writing is of the, you know, of the actual author of the Fate franchise, or when it's the eroge stuff. Like, oftentimes you cannot really understand what's coming first and what's last. The Amiga being Amiga makes Tsundere go mad. Yep. The school's honor student Rinto Shaka smacks me upside the head. And just like that, my nausea and anger disappear.
Thank you. 本当に助かったから、あんまりいじめないでくれ、遠坂。
You actually thank her.
聞かなくちゃいけないことがある。
People die when they are killed. Amiga Zero. Yeah, more or less. Nasu did really right pick. Yep. Something in her expression suggests she thinks she hasn't hit me enough, but she lets me continue anyway.
ほう、まだ質問があるのか。いいぞ。言いたいことはすべて言ってしまえ。
I'm sure he knows exactly what I want to ask, but he urges me on anyway. Fine by me. I'm not letting him get to the better of me.
じゃあ聞く。あんた、聖杯戦争は今回が5回目だって言ったな。なら、今まで聖杯を手に入れた奴はいるのか。
当然だろう。そう毎回全滅などという決めは起きん。
Good one, Akira, but they will not understand the joke. Good one, though.
じゃあ。
早まるな。手に入れるだけならば簡単だ。何しろ聖杯自体はこの教会で管理している。手に取るだけならば私は毎日触れている。
Ooh, he touches it every day. Yeah, this guy's a fucking creep. His voice is so glorious. Yeah. I said it for you. I know they are the foreigners and don't understand. Fair enough, Akira. Fair enough. The Holy Grail is here in the church.
もっともそれは器だけだ。中身が空なのだよ。先ほどリンが言っただろう。聖杯とは霊体だと。この教会に保管してあるのは極めて精巧に作られた聖杯のレプリカだ。これを触媒にして本物の聖杯を降霊させ、願いを叶える杯にする。そうだな。マスターとサーバントの関係に近いか。なあ、そうやって一時的に本物となった聖杯を手にした男は確かにいた。
じゃあ聖杯は本物だったのか。あ、いや、手にしたっていうそいつは一体どうなったんだ。
Stop touching the grail. It's already what the fuck, Akira.
どうにもならん。その聖杯は完成には至らなかった。バカな男がつまらぬ干渉に流された結果だよ。
What? I don't know what happened to his overbearing attitude from a moment before, but the priest suddenly looks, of all things, regretful.
どういうことだ。聖杯は現れたんじゃないのか。
聖杯を表すだけならば簡単だ。7人のサーバントが揃い、時間が経てば聖杯は現れる。リンの言う通り、確かに他のマスターを殺める必要などないのだ。だがそれでは聖杯は完成しない。あれは自らを得るにふさわしい持ち主を選ぶ。故に、戦いを回避した男には聖杯など手に入らなかった。
Oh, to avoid battle is unable to obtain the Holy Grail. Okay.
要するに他のマスターと決着をつけずに聖杯を手に入れても無意味ってことでしょ。前回一番初めに聖杯を手に入れたマスターはアマちゃんだったのよ。敵のマスターとは戦いたくないなんて言って聖杯から逃げたんだから。
Toshaka almost spits the words, then goes back to averting her eyes from Kotomine.
嘘。
Does that mean Kotomine was one of the masters from the previous war, and even though he obtained the Holy Grail, he dropped out because he refused to fight?
琴峰。あんた戦わなかったのか。
途中まで戦いはした。だが判断を間違えた。結果として私は空の聖杯を手にしただけだ。
I see. So that is the events of Fate Zero that everyone is talking about. That yes, you see the previous war. I have no idea what's happening in Fate Zero, but we get a little bit of a glimpse here. Okay, interesting. Interesting how they actually just reference something that even the author themselves probably hadn't a clear picture in their mind. They just, they just throw it out there that yes, this was actually one of the masters from the previous war, and yeah, the previous war was peak. Okay, can't wait to go there then, eventually.
もっとも、私ではそれが限界だったろう。何しろ他のマスターたちはどいつもこいつも化け物揃いだったからな。私は真っ先にサーバントを失い、そのまま父に保護されたよ。
Yeah, it was peak. Really? Okay, I'm intrigued. I really need to watch the previous war up then.
思えば、監督役の息子がマスターに選ばれるなど、その時点であってはならぬことだったのだ。父はその折に亡くなった。以後、私は監督役を引き継ぎ、この教会で聖杯を守っている。
I get it now. That's why you, Akira, said that I shouldn't actually disrespect him so much. You do like him from the previous war, aren't you? Okay, look, he has not earned my heart yet, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. You don't understand. MC of Fate Zero was just built different. I see. I understand. Look, I understand. General Bucci worked on Fate Zero. Ah, I like General Bucci. I see. I don't know who General Bucci is, but I assume that he has made some, notable works, right? Okay, look, I will go ahead and see Fate Zero after I'm done with, Stay Night and perhaps Unlimited Blade Works. I will try to take things one step at a time. I will finish the visual novel here and all its paths, and then I'll move on to actually checking out all the, the animes, okay? Unless if there are more games I can play instead. I prefer playing the games, truth be told. Kotomina turns his back to me as he speaks. There is a reverence in his voice, and I see the devotion in his eyes before he turns. The amount of spoilers I have to weave around while commenting this is immense, but it will make sense when you see it. I see.
話はここまでだ。
We have nothing further to discuss.
聖杯を手にする資格がある者は、サーバントを従えたマスターのみ。君たち7人が最後の一人となった時、聖杯はおのずと勝者のもとに現れよう。
He wrote Madoka Magica and Seiya no Uta. I see. And Psycho Pass. Really? Oh, okay. Okay, I do know Psycho Pass. Okay, nice. After you reach a certain point in Fate, I want to share a funny meme with you with Honkai Star Rail X Fate, but it's spoilers, so I can't send it still. Okay, I understand.
その戦い、聖杯戦争に参加するかの意思をここで決めよう。
The priest looks straight down at me, demanding my final decision. I'm at a loss for words. Earlier I had no reason to fight. Now I have a reason and the will to fight. Yeah, the guy really is a, you know, silver-tongued devil. But can I truly say as much?
まだ迷っているのか。いいか。マスターというものはなろうとしてなれるものではない。そこにいるリンは長く魔術師として修練してきたが、だからといってマスターになるのが決定されていたわけではないのだ。決定されていたものがあるとすれば、それは心構えができていたかいないかだけだろう。マスターに選ばれるのは魔術師だけだ。魔術師ならばとうに覚悟などできていよう。それがないというのならば仕方があるまい。
Well, for Stay Night, it's just a VN and a... Whoa, sorry, and a fighting game in PS. But I guess the visual novel and the fighting game on PlayStation. But I guess you can consider the Tiger Colosseum games. Wait, can we really consider those games under Stay Night though? I do not know. I do not know which games are accurate to the timeline or, you know, to the original works. I really need to, you know, take my time with it. Look, for the time being, the most important thing is to finish the visual novel. And that's it. I'll see what comes next down the line.
お前もお前を育てた師も出来損ないだ。そんな魔術師に戦われても迷惑だからな。今ここでレイジを消してしまえ。
Yeah, he's actually going on the insulting solution. Yeah, he got pissed now. He doesn't need to ask anything else. Fuck! I actually have to choose? Ugh. God damn it! Of course. I mean, it's our first run. We can just, you know, we can go bloopers another time. So, you know exactly what I want to choose. I fight. There's no way I destroy the seal. Fuck that. Fuck that. Only cowards will actually turn down an opportunity like this. I mean, don't worry. We can struggle. And maybe we will die again. But it's gonna be actually the chance of a lifetime. I mean, in Fate's franchise, non-canon, and everything happens in another timeline. Then even have a cooking. They even have a cooking show. I remember the cooking show. I've been told about the cooking show. Time to quick save. Yeah, your choice have consequences. Choose wisely, my man. I mean, yes, but it makes sense to say that, you know. I know that they have consequences. It usually goes like that in visual novels. It feels correct to say that he will fight. No. I mean, he wanted to become a hero of justice now, didn't he? Turning that down is not what a hero would do. Bloopers next time. Look, I will just follow my heart, okay? I don't know. Other choices will be done, you know, once we are done with the main story. I fight. I'm not going to run away. To be honest, all this Holy Grail war and Master stuff doesn't feel real to me. But if my only choices are to fight or run, I'll never run away. Even the priest told me that I should be prepared if I am a mage. That's why I need to decide. Shiryu Emiya is a mage, even if not yet a full-fledged one. I've always admired Kiritsugu Emiya, and I decided to follow in his footsteps to be a champion of justice. So I need to. There we fucking go. Now you're thinking like an Emiya. Thank you, Wuthering Shadow. I always had high expectations of myself. I need to stand up to these expectations. You have taken a step closer to a hero of justice. Thank you, Kakarot. Thank you.
10年前の火事の原因が聖杯戦争だって言うんなら、俺はあんな出来事を2度も起こさせるわけにはいかない。
I mean, I hate the fact that the fucker actually convinced us, but I mean, we already knew the very moment we walked in this church what we wanted to do, didn't we? The priest gives me a satisfied smile, as if he likes my answer. Of course. I take a deep breath. I'm done wavering. A man has said he's going to fight. Blah, I cannot read. Blah, blah, blah. The only thing to do from now on is move forward, head held high, so I can live up to that.
それでは君をセーバーのマスターと認めよう。
Let's go. I mean, I wasn't ready to give up on Saber. Look, let me tell you something. If I was Shiru, if I was really Shiru, the fact that I got Saber was the whole war for me. I don't care if I lost or I won after that point. Just the shenanigans that will come after, you know, with whatever, you know, conversations they might have, is already satisfying for me. You pulled the S rank already. Exactly. So you have the S rank. You don't need anything else. True, why would anyone want to let down Saber? Exactly. It will be quite the, you know, the experience to developing yourself into being a greater person. Why turn it down?
この瞬間に今回の聖杯戦争は受理された。これよりマスターが残り一人になるまでこの町における魔術戦を許可する。各々が自身の誇りに従い存分に競い合え。
Wait a minute. Magecraft battles are permitted. So this entire time, fucking Lancer has been cheating? The priest's voice echoes heavily through the chapel. The declaration is utterly meaningless. Only Toshaka and I are here to hear it anyway. He just rang a metaphorical bell to kick things off as a formality, I guess. Yeah, obviously. As Shiro would say, she's a girl and a man should never disappoint a girl. Yeah, exactly.
決まりね。それじゃあ帰るけど、私も一つぐらい質問していい？キレ。
構わんよ。これが最後かもしれんのだ。大抵の疑問には答えよう。
それじゃあ遠慮なく。キレ、あんた見届け役なんだから、他のマスターの情報ぐらいは知ってるんでしょ？こっちは教会のルールに従ってあげたんだから、それぐらい教えなさい。
それは困ったな。教えてやりたいのは山々だが、私も詳しくは知らんのだ。
Yeah, I mean, it's not illegal, but most would avoid it since they might get exposed by other servants. Ah, I see.
エミやシローも含め、今回は正規の魔術師が少ない。私が知り得るマスターは2人だけだ。エミやシローを加えれば3人か。
Or masters. Ah, okay.
あ、そう。なら、呼び出された順番ならわかるでしょ？
Excuse me. Give me one moment. I need to check something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for closing the music as well. Whenever I click out of the window, the game actually turns off on its own. There we go. We're back. Is that so? But you at least know the order the servants were summoned in.
仮にも監視役なんだから。
一番手はバーサーか。
Okay, I know who that is. Fuck. Who's the
あ
caster?
とはそう大差はない。先日にアーチャー、そして数時間前にセイバーが呼び出された。
Okay, I know for a fucking fact that Berserker is fucking Heracles. I have played FGO and I know Heracles is in this game. We're fucked. I do not know how to take down Heracles. We are fucked. Now the caster, could caster be Medea? No. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. I do know she's in this game though. I think she is, I'm not sure. Archer is, well, Archer, I have no idea who Archer is, and Saber the Arturia. Wait, he didn't mention Lancer and Assassin. Yeah, that's because he didn't know. He said that he doesn't know of all of them.
そう。それじゃあこれで。
正式に聖杯戦争が開始されたということだ。
Yeah.
リン、聖杯戦争が終わるまでこの教会に足を運ぶことは許されない。許されるとしたらそれは
自分のサーバントを失って保護を願う場合のみでしょ。それ以外にあんたを頼ったら減点ってことね。
ね。
そうだ。おそらく君が勝者になるだろうが減点がついては教会が黙っていない。連中はつまらない論議の末君から聖杯を奪い取るだろう。私としては最悪の展開だ。
Wait a minute, you are likely to win. How are you so sure? She has already lost 2 command spells, by the way.
エセ神父、教会の人間が魔術協会の肩を持つのね。
And you are correct, caster is Medea. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Go Greece. I so much love it that there are so many Greek servants.
私は神に仕える身だ。教会に仕えているわけではない。
Well, actually, that is actually valid, as he says. Serving the church and serving God is 2 different things. Trust me, I know.
よく言うわ。だからエセなのよ、あんたは。
Is he a fraud? Is he? Toshaka turns her back on the priest. Without saying goodbye, she makes her way towards the exit.
おい、そんなんでいいのか、遠坂。あいつお前の兄弟子なんだろ。なら
Shouldn't she have a little more to say than that?
いいわよ、そんなの。
The hair.
むしろ縁が切れてせいせいするぐらいだもの。そんなことより、あなたも外に出なさい。もうこの教会に用はないから。
Toshaka cuts through the chapel without stopping and leaves the church. I sigh and follow Toshaka. But then, I sense something and turn around. What the fuck? I don't know when he caught up, but the priest is right behind me, looking down at me.
なんだよ。まだなんかあるっていうのか。
He stabs him. Can you imagine? I'm talking big, but I take a step back. This priest scares the hell out of me. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just rubs me the wrong way. Whatever it is, I can't make myself like him.
話がないなら帰るからな。
I head to the exit, trying to escape his stare. But at that moment,
喜べ少年。君の願いはようやく叶う。
his wish? How do you know his wish? The priest speaks like he's some kind of divine oracle. Those words, aren't they a reflection of my true feelings? Shiro and Miya's true intentions that I wasn't even aware of?
何をいきなり。
Yes, that moment arrived. The moment?
分かっていたはずだ。明確な悪がいなければ君の望みは叶わない。たとえそれが君にとって容認し得ぬものであろうと。
True.
正義の味方には倒すべき悪が必要だ。
How does he know about the hero of justice? What? First of all. And second of all, yeah, in that context, you could think of the hero as a curse on itself. Because if there is a hero, there's always a villain. Everything around me seems to go dark. The priest says Shiro Miya's greatest wish and his ugliest wish are two sides of the same coin. That's right. My wish to protect something means that I'm also wishing for something to protect people from.
お前。
It'll make sense in time. Okay. But I would never wish for something like that. I don't even remember ever desiring that. A wish so unstable just means that what I'm aspiring to is contradictory. Yet the priest brings it up, as if to say, good thing you have an enemy now.
何？取り繕うことはない。君の葛藤は人間としてとても正しい。
How did he knew? I tried to shake off the priest's words and head outside.
さらばだ、エミヤシロ。最後の忠告になるが、帰り道には気をつけたまえ。
Be careful on your way home. Wait a minute, what?
これより君の世界は一変する。君は殺し、殺される側の人間になった。その身はすでにマスターなのだからな。
I'm creeped out. Fuck. As soon as I leave, the weight on my shoulders seems to lift. Oh, 6! How are you? It might be because I'm away from the priest. But it might also be because I see Toshaka, conspicuous in her uniform. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Turns out... Fuck me. Turns out the student council president was right. You really have a crush on Toshaka, you little asshole. I mean, then again, a pretty face always makes it better now, right? And the blonde girl in a raincoat. I can't. Sorry. The slightly mismatched sight of those two standing together relieves whatever pressure I felt. Yeah, well, cannot help it. Saber is still silent. She looks at me and seems to want to know what I decided. Well,
行きましょう。町に戻るまでは一緒でしょ、私たち。
Toshaka starts walking, her pace brisk. Saber and I follow suit, and the three of us leave the church grounds. It's a good thing that we didn't meet anyone. Can you pull Rainbow Saber in FGO? I think not. I have never seen it if you can. My man's simping so hard that he forgot about the fake priest. Yeah, exactly. Also, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I've seen, I don't think I've seen her in a raincoat. It's highly likely you will see her with less clothes than more. That's usually how it goes, unfortunately. Wandering Shadow. Damn, how disappointing. I know. Sometimes it is. Hey, maybe we can see her in a raincoat. In Honkai Star Rail. I wish. I really wish. We walk down the hill. We hadn't talked much on the way here, but there is even less conversation on the way back. True, but not in this Saber. Yeah. Even someone as dull as me knows why. After our visit to the church, I accepted my position as a master. That must be why Toshaka is keeping her distance. I get it. But I don't like the idea of seeing Toshaka in that light.
遠坂、お前のサーバント大丈夫なのか？
あ、うん。あーちゃんなら無事よ。まあ、セイバーにやられたダメージは簡単に消えそうにないから、しばらく実体化はさせられないだろうけど。
Also, I really wish they could have done Archer's ult like a domain thing. After all, it is really a God damn it, I cannot read. Domain thing. After all, it is a reality marble. I mean, I haven't actually seen any of the leaks, so I have no idea how his ult is in Honkai Star Rail. Crap, I don't think I have seen it in FGO either, now that I think about it. So, yeah, spoiler territory for me, since I do not even know who Archer is yet.
じゃあそばにはいないのか？
ええ、私の家でかくまってる状態。今他のサーバントに襲われたら不利だから、傷が治るまでは有利な場所で敵に備えさせてるの。
It'll be cool, so don't worry about it. Okay. I see. Unlike my house, I'm sure Toshaka's house is well fortified against enemies. And Mage's home is like a fortress. There's not much chance of defeating them there. Which means enemies tend not to try attacking them at home. The bounded field around our house just notifies us of intruders, but even having that makes a big difference.
そういえば遠坂、さっきやつ聖杯戦争の監督役って言ってたけどさ、あいつお前のサーバントを知ってるのか？
Does that mean he knows who your servant is? Yeah, he didn't mention it, so...
私教えてないもの。
そうなのか。お前とあいつ仲がいいからそうだと思ってたけど。
あのね、ミヤ君。忠告しておくけど、自分のサーバントの正体は誰にも教えちゃダメよ。たとえ信用できる相手でも黙っておきなさい。そうでないと、早々に消えることになるから。
セイバーの正体って何さ？
だからサーバントがどこの英雄かっていうことよ。いくら強いからって戦力を明かしてちゃいつか寝首をかかれるに決まってるでしょ。いいから後でセーバーから神名を教えてもらいなさい。
I love that the true name is with capitals.
そうすれば私の言ってることがわかる。けどちょっとタンマ、エミヤ君はあれだからいっそ教えてもらわない方がいいわね。
なんでさ？
エミヤ君隠し事できないものなら知らない方が秘密にできるじゃない？
あのな、人を何だと思ってるんだ。それぐらいの駆け引きはできるぞ、俺。
そう？じゃあ私に隠していることとかある？
Whoa, where are we going with this?
遠坂に隠してることって、それは。
Do not say that you have a crush on her, okay? That's all I want. I feel a hot blush in my cheeks as she looks at me. Motherfucker, you basically said that! Mod, hello, welcome to stream. Toss a table, bro. Do it. Damn, Rin chill. How many times do you have to roast that poor guy within a night for stealing Saber from you? I get the feeling that she will never actually let it down. Bravo, Mod. Bravo. Oh, man. He basically just... like, his body language really just gave that up. I shouldn't feel guilty, but I wonder if secretly idolizing her even counts in this context. The guy is a malakas. Like, I genuinely don't have any word for him anymore. It'd be salty. I'd be salty too. It's like being jealous of someone else's gacha luck. Yeah, same actually. After they just joined the game. Yep, exactly.
ほら見なさい。 何を隠しているか知らないけど、動揺が顔に出るようじゃ向いてないわ。あなたは他にいいところがあるんだから、駆け引きなんて考えるのはやめなさい。
それじゃ遠坂はどうなんだよ。あの神父にも黙ってるってことは、あいつも信用してないってことか。
綺麗？まさか。私、あいつを信用するほどおめでたくないわ。あいつはね、教会から魔術協会にくら替えしたくせに、まだ教会に在籍している食わせ者なのよ。人の情報を他のマスターに売るぐらいはやりかねないわ。
Toshaka huffs, obviously annoyed. I guess Toshaka really doesn't trust that priest. I'm a little relieved, but at the same time, her tone of voice also conveys a sort of closeness with the priest. This host is a vibe. I know. It truly is. We cross the bridge. There's nothing else to talk about. Our frosty white breath hangs in the winter air. The faint sound of flowing water bubbles up from beneath the bridge where we walk in the streetlights illumination. The streetlights illumination. All of those small details etch themselves into my memory. Oddly, I don't think to look at Toshaka's face. It feels like more of a rarity to be walking beside her like this than it does to see her face. Me, Toshaka, and the girl called Saber, Saber, about whom I know nothing. The three of us, without doing anything in particular, walk back to our homes. Our homes? Wait a minute, Saber has a home? We reach the intersection. It is where we will have to separate, as our homes are in opposite directions.
ここでお別れね。義理は果たしたし、これ以上一緒にいると何かと面倒でしょ。きっぱり別れて、明日からは敵同士にならないと。
Tomorrow we'll become enemies. Oh, sad. I think she's trying to bring closure to our ambiguous relationship. Toshaka starts talking, but suddenly cuts off. Then I realize something. She didn't explain the rules to me out of obligation. She was only trying to help me, as I knew absolutely nothing to make things fair for me. And that's why the moment things have been explained, everything goes back to normal. All that's left is for us to fight each other as masters. But that would make her last words to me strange. Toshaka must have meant it would be hard to fight. Well, Toshaka must have meant it would be hard to fight if she feels empathy for me. For Toshaka, everything that happened tonight was unnecessary. Things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer. If that's how she feels, she shouldn't have gotten involved with me to begin with. She's smart enough to know that. But she helped me, even knowing it wouldn't benefit her in any way. That's how I know she had no ulterior motive for doing what she did tonight. She did it purely out of the kindness of her heart. Toshaka is totally different now than she usually is at school. She's harsh and unfriendly at school, and that's putting it mildly. But seeing her right now, I want to ask why the hell she acts the way she does at school. Shiro's home. I know it's Shiro's home. I'm just joking, you know, because he says it in a way as if Saber has somewhere to be as well. They're literally in a death battle, but they are talking too casually. They do talk casually for a death battle, like it's another Tuesday. She'll tell you when she's comfortable enough, IG. Honestly, the difference is on the level of fraud. Wait a minute, what exactly? Oh, the level of fraud, the way she acts. That's right. But either way, Rin Toshaka is also exactly what everyone thinks she is.
なんだ。遠坂っていいやつなんだな。
は？何よ突然。おだてだって手は抜かないわよ。
There comes the tsundere. I know that. She had to tell me it would be a pain to be empathetic because she isn't going to go easy on me.
ってる。けど、できれば敵同士にはなりたくない。俺、お前みたいなやつは好きだ。
The Reaser over here, goddamn. I heard Toshaka's house is in the residential district with all the western houses in the opposite direction of my house. She took care of me up until now, so I'd like to walk her home.
とにかくサーバントがやられたら迷わずさっきの教会に逃げ込みなさいよ。そうすれば命だけは助かるんだから。
Chunderes, I know.
それは気が引けるけど、一応聞いておく。けど、そんなことにはならないだろう。どう考えても、セイバーより俺の方が短命だ。
I've calmly assessed the situation. Toshaka's reaction is once again puzzling. After that weary sigh, she glances at Saber.
いいわ。これ以上の忠告は本当に感情移入になっちゃうから言わない。せいぜい気をつけなさい。いくらセイバーが優れているからってマスターであるあなたがやられちゃったらそれまでなんだから。
She turns around and starts walking. And yet, she stops dead in her tracks as if she's seen a ghost.
遠坂
Oh no. The moment I call out to her, a stinging pain shoots through my left hand.
お話は終わり？
Not the fucking little girl. Oh, I know she is a master to Hercules. No! Did we really have to meet her first of all, people? Oh, fuck. Well, shit had hit the fan. I know. I know. Meet the fucking master of the berserker servant. Fuck! Clara and Svarog go fate. More or less, if Svarog was actually more stronger. Man, I wish actually Svarog was stronger. They need to buff him somehow. Help me, Mr. Svarog. Exactly. This night is not ending! The guy was chased down, killed by a servant once, survived because of Toshaka, summoned a servant and got saved at the, by a hair's distance. Went to the fucking, walked for an hour with Toshaka, who doesn't know, along with Saber, who also doesn't fucking know. Got to a church, met a creepy fuck. That creepy fuck actually managed to talk him into a battle royale. He got home and now we have to face fucking Hercules. So how's your day? Yeah, you're gonna fight Clara and Varg if they're buffed beyond and actually invincible. Yep. Hero's luck is my luck and gotcha. I understand that. A young voice echoes in the night. The sing-song tone comes unmistakably from a young girl. My eyes are drawn to the top of the hill. I hadn't noticed the clouds parting. Now the brilliant moon illuminates the sky. And there... Oh my fucking damn! Jesus Christ! He's massive! The girl is literally not even reaching his pelvis. I don't know why I had to bring attention to that, but yeah. A shadow looms. It's a strange shape that seems out of place in the darkened town. That's what she said. Sorry, I had to do this. Well, fair enough. Berserker. Yeah, we're damned. I'm not familiar with the word Toshaka whispers. I don't even need to ask. It's definitely a servant. It gives off an overwhelming aura of death that surpasses even the fire from 10 years ago. Oh, Jesus. Wow.
こうして会うのは2度目だね。
What's up with creepy little girls just calling you Oni-chan out of the fucking blue? You don't even fucking know me. Oh. Man, that was the last thing I was expecting tonight. The girl smiles. Her innocence sends a chill up my spine. No, the chill goes deeper than that. It's not just my body, even my mind freezes. That thing is a monster. I'm not even looking into its eyes, but its intimidating presence paralyzes me. My instincts tell me I'm dead the instant I move. It feels like someone is pressing a knife against my exposed stomach.
やば、あいつ桁違いだ。
While all I manage to do is stand there paralyzed, Toshaka is composed enough to brace herself. Even that seems futile. I can only see her back, but I still sense her despair.
あれ、なんだ、あなたのサーバントはお休みなんだ。つまんないな。2匹一緒に潰してあげようって思ったのに。
The young girl seems displeased as she stands at the top of the hill looking down on us. This is even worse. The girl knows that Toshaka's servant is not here. And then... The girl bows gracefully, which seems wildly out of place given the current mood.
はじめまして、リン。私はエリア。
Ah, nice to meet you, Ilya. You're cute. What the fuck?
エリアスフィール・フォン・アインツベルンって言えばわかるでしょ。
Oh, she's European. German, to be more exact, perhaps. Okay, now I found a great reason to hate you.
アインツベルン。
Toshaka trembles lightly, seeming to recognize the name. So this is Ilya, the cute murdered child of the Fate Stay Night. Ah, I see. Nice. Thanks for introducing me, Kakarot. The girl smiles, seemingly delighted by Toshaka's reaction.
じゃあ行くね。やっちゃえ、バーサーカー。
No, wait a minute. In a sing-song voice, the girl orders the monstrosity behind her. Saber, where are you? The giant jumps. In a single leap. Now this music actually feels like a build-up to a Tekken fight. It reminds me a little bit of Tekken. Ooh! It's good! Heracles, yes, I know, Zabon, yeah. Man, the Ost really kicks ass, not gonna lie. In a single leap, this berserker sails all the way from the top of the hill to its bottom, where we stand. 6! Help us! My servant. Yeah, Zabon, I know. I still haven't pulled for Hercules. He just doesn't come to me. Saber surges forward. Her raincoat flutters off her shoulders, blocking my view for a moment. Wow. Saber runs towards where Berserker is about to land. Berserker lands, kicking up a small torrent of air in his wake. The two meet almost simultaneously. I never expected how much fucking hype it would be to have Heracles against King Arthur. The Fate series is amazing. You have to love this kind of crossover of cultures and history. Fate on its own, it's a crossover if you think about it. The very air shakes. Saber stops Berserker's rock-like sword with her invisible sword. Anime death battle. Yep. Saber's mouth twists as he strains. You're witnessing peak, my friend. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad that you're here too. I truly do appreciate it, everyone. And then, Berserker's giant sword moves in a flash, creating a whirlwind. Thunder. The clash of swords almost tearing the air ends in Saber's defeat. No! I hear something skidding. Saber blocks Berserker's giant sword with her own, but the impact pushes her backwards. Saber buckles. The copper-skinned servant follows her. Copper-skinned? Ah, interesting. Interesting way to phrase it. The monster swings its giant sword again and again, as if it knows how to do nothing else. I mean, he's a berserker, so yeah. Saber continues to block it with her sword, unable to dodge the strikes. Saber's sword being invisible doesn't matter. She needs to pull all her strength into blocking his attacks, or she's dead for sure. Saber's left with no choice but to remain on the defensive. The only chance Saber has of winning is to find an opportunity to strike between Berserker's attacks. And yet, that's only if Berserker leaves her an opening. His massive black rock sword moves like a raging storm. He's enormous. That's what she said. Despite his size and unwieldy weapon, Berserker is faster than Saber. Well, of course. His unrelenting attacks just smash whatever it is in his way. That's all. But it's enough to be effective. As long as he retains his overwhelming speed and power, he doesn't really need technique. Humans devise technique to compensate for their own weakness. That giant, that monster, he has no weakness. It's the only thing I can manage to say. My body is completely frozen. By the way, this whole war thing was supposed to be a secret. We're not gonna talk about that. It's inconvenient for the plot, okay? This so much... not gonna sugarcoat it. In a residential area, this so much commotion would have awakened everyone. Every dog first, and then every person who was sleeping. No matter the hour. Nobody can actually sleep so deeply. But, well, I guess they do have good, soundproof homes or something. I don't know. I wish my house was so soundproof. That thing cannot be beaten. Saber is going to die. That's why she needs to run. It would be easy if it was just her that needed to flee. Of course, she knows that perfectly well. That's not good. My body may be paralyzed, but my mind is still working. The raging storm of death simply won't let up. Saber retreats, unable to block it all. And then the final unblockable blow comes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone is gonna see this in the morning, like the destroyed wall, and is gonna be like, okay, I guess the storm last night was actually that powerful, yes. Saber hangs in the air. Twisting her body impossibly, Saber manages to defend against Berserker's titanic swing. It's all she can do to defend herself from the fatal blow. My boy, 1v0. Yeah, well, Fuyuki has low population. I think so there aren't that much people in that area. I mean, maybe. Yeah, Secret War. Yeah. But because she can't completely brace against the giant's tremendous swing, his attack sends her flying. After sailing in a wide arc, she falls to the ground. Just before her back hits the ground, Saber turns in midair and lands on her feet. Ooh. She actually managed to hold up quite well. She manages to compose herself. Yeah. But crimson blood stains her chest. I'm such an idiot. I've completely forgotten something crucial. I don't know how many times servants can fight in a day, but this is Saber's third battle. On top of that, Saber still hasn't healed from the wound Lancer inflicted on her chest earlier. Saber, no! Saber shifts her guard to protect her chest. Berserker moves in like a violent wind, striking at Saber while she's hampered by her wound. His blows rain down on her back. I don't know what kind of magecraft Toshaka used, but something burst against Berserker's body. From that amount of magical energy, I can feel the impact must have been equivalent to a large caliber pistol. You know that phrasing of caliber pistol? Ooh, that's actually a nice picture. The phrasing caliber pistol actually reminded me of that one parody from that one YouTuber who's basically making he's making a parody of Harry Potter, and then he casts the spell Glockus Macocus, and it's basically the wand just firing bullets. Yeah, you have to use nuke against him, not pistol. Yeah, true actually. I'm gonna go berserk. Yeah. Caliber pistol, 0 damage. Yep. Even that is meaningless. It barely even scratches him. He's a nullifying magical energy like what Saber does. The attack just doesn't affect him. Yeah. I have heard, you know, how Heracles works in FGO. Truly one of the most powerful servants. Despite that, Toshaka continues to cast her spell. Berserker just ignores Toshaka's spells and charges at Saber. How is she bleeding from the eye? That looks painful a lot. Saber painfully lifts her head. She readies her sword, intent on continuing the fight. The sight of her is in so much pain gets me moving again. I yell with all my might. She hears me. But she braces herself to confront an enemy she can't possibly compete with. Berserker's attacks are relentless. Saber weakens with every block. The end slowly creeps up on her. Where in that small frame of hers does such power come from? Excuse me, it's a question. Where in that small frame of hers does such power come from? Saber doesn't retreat. She endures the Great Sword's furious attacks and tries to push Berserker back with sheer vigor. She has no chance of winning. Even though she knows her demise is inevitable, she holds her ground adamantly. Maybe it sensed something from her. Motherfucker! Ugh, that gave me the creeps. That was quite the roar. The monster, silent until now, suddenly roars. Still, nobody has figured out what's happening outside. They're still sleeping peacefully on their homes or something. Its attacks are impossible to block. Its attacks rain down on her. Though her defense is flawless, but one strike finally sends her flying. Those dang wolves are noisy tonight. Yeah, it's them fucking, you know, wildlife all the time, of course. Too noisy. It's the sound of something falling in the distance. Fresh blood stains her armor. Fresh blood stains her armor. Less blood. Ugh. Fresh blood stains her armor. Her small frame shouldn't be able to rise, and yet... Wow. Wow, that's quite the picture. And you can almost see the shape of the sword with the blood. No. Oh, that looks like a nasty wound. Oh my god, Saber, no. Yeah, man, those dang wolves have gaslight explosion. Gaslight, yeah. Still gives me the chills, yeah. She didn't hear no bell. Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, look, after the shit that is actually the main vanilla game, you know, like the Holy Grail War, you know, Fate Stay Night, I understand now why so many people do enjoy the spin-offs a lot. It's obvious that they just like the characters and they just want to see them in silly skits instead of fucking dying horribly like that. I do appreciate Fate for doing that. She stands up without thinking. Her actions say that she needs to keep going, or else I'll be killed. Her actions. I realize I made a foolish decision. Berserker stops after defeating Saber. It doesn't so much as look at Shaka or me. It just waits for its master's orders.
勝てるわけないじゃない。私のバーサーカーはね、ギリシャ最大の英雄なんだから。
Go Greece! Let's go! I mean, yeah, Hercules is truly one of the greatest heroes, but I would argue that I like Achilles more. Not the Achilles of Fate per se, the Achilles as in the story of Achilles. But then again, yeah, actually Hercules really is a really strong demigod. Okay, and his story is way bigger than the Iliad, I suppose, so... Okay, maybe he is one of the greatest heroes, I don't know. Also, you have to try Carnival Phantasm after the visual novel. Okay. Heracles sucks ass. Why? What the fuck, Akira? But it does have some spoilers from Tsukuhime. I see. Nah, Achilles is whiny boy. He's a whiny boy in the Fate franchise. True, I do not like that. But the actual Achilles in the myth was way cooler. I do not have the image of Fate Achilles when I say Achilles. I want to mention that. Heracles of Fate is brain dead. Only screams. Yes, because he was summoned when he was mad. I've been told why he is mad. He's a whiny boy in myth too. Not really. He has every right to actually, you know, well, complain in the myth if you think about it. This Heracles is 0% power. What do you mean by that? Zabon, what do you mean 0%?
ギリシャ最大の英雄ってまさか。
Well, only the Berserker version though. There's an Archer version of him in Strange Fake. Strange Fake? Okay.
そうよ。そこにいるのはヘラクレスっていう魔物。
She actually revealed his true name. You really are, you know, very full of yourself. Ye fate strong fake. Ah, I see. The Hercules can take damage. Okay, it can take damage, but yeah, okay. He's very strong regardless.
あなたたち程度が刺激できる英雄とは格が違う。最強の怪物なんだから。
The girl calling herself Ilia narrows her eyes in joy. Her eyes express elation from the anticipation of finishing off her enemies. Elation. Ugh. Every time I hear the word elation, I'm about to throw up. There is no need to ask who she is expecting to kill. Saber. Then what will I do? Am I going to fight that monster instead? Fuck. I can't do that. Just getting near that thing without being prepared would be enough to stop my heart. No, man, run away. I'm going to... Oh, fuck me! No! Do not give me this choice! Fuck! Oh, man! Oh, I didn't know I was actually gonna make a choice of the battle situation. Do it. Do you feel like a hero? Do you feel like a hero yet? I cannot abandon Saber? Fuck that! Do it, no balls. What are you talking about? I will not. No, I'm not gonna fucking run. No balls by 2. Shut up, you two. Shut up, Kakarot. Shut up, Akira. Do you feel like a hero of justice, man? I mean, yes. You cannot let. We shouldn't let Saber die, but then if we die. Can we not use a command spell to, you know, summon back Saber and, you know, just fucking bolt it a little bit? I mean, if we get to Toshaka's house, I'm just saying, that place is like a fortress. If it's not that far away, we were heading there anyway. Maybe. Maybe. Leave me alone! Yeah, I know the meme. No, I'm not abandoning Saber. Fuck that. If I'm gonna die, at the very least let me die a man, not a coward. Well, Hercules is OP now, choose. Help Saber, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I refuse to abandon someone when they are down. That's how I've always lived my life. And most importantly, I can't leave the girl who fought so hard to protect me.
いいわよ、バーサーカー。そいつ再生するから、一撃で仕留めなさい。
Use a command spell, come on! Berserker rumbles back into movement. I... Whoa. Do I have a noble phantasm on my own? Jesus, Shiru. What are you... He's about to unleash his ult. I run forward as fast as I can. I can't possibly do anything against that monster. But the least I can do is to get Saber out of the way and save her from Berserker's attack. Oh, fucking fuck. Yeah, I don't know why I expected anything else. I guess Hercules of all people. Oh, my spine. Oh no, I'm having flashbacks of fucking Mighty again. Did he choose the stay night path? I think the path, it's not about, you know, the choice. It's about, you know, taking things one in order. Yeah, he almost died 3 times in a single fight. In a single night. I see. Fuck. That actually gave me a good laugh. Okay, it was too sudden. I fall. Why? I was going to shove Saber away from Berserker. Then I'd figure out what to do afterward. So why? The guy actually contemplates. Okay. So what happened? Why? Why am I on the ground, unable to breathe? Yeah. I hear surprised voices. First is Saber, who is in front of me, right? Who is in front of me now. Then there is Toshaka, standing at a distance, looking aghast. And then for some reason, the girl calling herself Ilya stares down at me, dumbfounded. There is a gaping, ragged hole in the middle of my body. Shit! Okay, it is but a scratch. I'm on the ground. On the asphalt. There's only a little blood, considering how big the wound is. I see some withered branch-looking things, and some shattered stuff, and man, that looks painful. All those parts scattered around.
そうか。なんて、間抜け。
His actions were so insane that the insane girl is actually surprised. Yeah, that's a new level of insanity. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? It's basically what this guy is doing over and over again, fucking dying. Okay, we'll call it a draw. Yep. So I didn't make it. I could never have pushed Saber away, so I was just her shield. Yeah, I mean, she's not really that heavy, but I guess she's heavier with the armor. I don't know. And then that ungodly huge machete thing took a good chunk out of my stomach. Yeah. I can't believe I failed at a time like this. I tried my best to be a hero of justice, but I screwed it all up when it really mattered. I mean, you really did try at the very least. Shiro used his ultimate move, Human Shield. Yeah, that was his noble phantasm. The silver-haired girl's face is blank as she speaks. After standing there dumbfounded, she just says,
もういい。こんなのつまんない。
What? That worked? You're gonna spare me just because I fucking almost died like that? She calls Berserker back without finishing Saber off.
リン、次に会ったら殺すから。
Okay, then. I guess Human Shield actually... Oh, no, wait a minute. We're thinking it wrong. He didn't use Human Shield. He used a male's valor. What does that mean? It means that once you actually find yourself as a protagonist, almost fucking dead, every single female in the area, sometimes males too, it depends on the anime, actually feels charmed, and that's why they're not gonna fucking finish you off, even though they are basically winning. I genuinely think that I have seen this shit before. Like, literally. Protag almost gives his life. Villain actually feels so touched by whatever the Protag did that they're like, okay, I guess I will not kill you today. And it was super effective. So much so it caused confusion on everyone. Well, there is another reason why Ilya left, but you will learn it in time. Oh. Damn it, and my theory was actually... My theory was actually kinda good. The girl leaves. After she disappears, I completely black out. Okay then. I lose consciousness. I'm really dead this time. I somehow survived when Lancer killed me last time, but my luck's definitely run out. There's no magecraft that could save a person who just lost half his body. Oh well. I hear a voice reprimanding me. It must be Toshaka. She sounds like she's really mad, and I feel bad. But I had no choice. I'm not good at everything like her. I'm not good at everything like her. All I have to work with is my body. That's why the only thing I could do was to risk it all using my own body, casting my own noble phantasm, Human Shield. Tell me it's a game over. Like, genuinely tell me that this is a game over. Oh, wait a minute, what? Okay, so maybe it's not the game over, I think. Okay, we're in day 4, waking up, my bedroom. Okay, so I guess we survived. What? You lost, GG. Yep. Now, the other option was the game over. Really? Ooh! Yes! I am a hero of justice. Let's fucking go. So I get... It's obviously... But of course, actually getting cut down because you acted as a human shield is the correct path. Running away from danger is the game over. Now that makes sense. Yes. Remember, you run towards death, not away from it. That's what a hero does. And because he has plot armor, he survives. Every time. Unless if the author feels kind of funny that day. It depends. I mean, it's Shiro freaking Emiya. What does that mean? What does that mean? Shiro freaking Emiya right now. As of right now. I'm just speaking with whatever I've seen, alright? I don't know who he becomes down the line. As of right now, he's nothing more than a wannabe mage who just so happened by accident to actually be able to summon Saber. And that's it. So much so, so far, I don't have any context of who actually is Shiro Emiya. Also, it will make sense in time. Okay, bro, if I'm asked to flee from danger or die saving someone else, I have to die. I don't want to get a game over IRL. I mean, nobody does. And in bad endings, he could and will die horribly. I see. Wannabe mage. Zero is shit. I mean, he is a wannabe mage. He literally doesn't even know the basics in order to be called an amateur. He is just a wannabe. That's it. Winter, 5 years ago. It was a beautiful moonlit night. I was just enjoying the sight with my father, Kiritsugu, and Miya. It was winter, but it wasn't very cold. On the veranda, it was just a little chilly. The perfect weather to watch the moon. Kiritsugu didn't go outside much anymore. He rarely went out, and he spent most of his time lounging around the house. Every time I recall this, I still feel regret. Why didn't I realize that he was acting the way any creature does when they know their time is almost up?
子供の頃、僕は正義の味方に憧れてた。
Well, Pima, go sleep. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for being here, Kakarot. See you next time, okay? I stream daily. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Fate. No, actually, no, it's the 2.0 Zone 0 update tomorrow. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream Fate tomorrow. Crap. Well, it is what it is. The floor here is made out of floor. Yeah, apparently. Fate. Zabon, sorry. 2.0 Zone 0. I cannot help myself. I have to play. Fate. Akira, no. No. I know you guys love Fate. I know I have to rush, but no. Hestica. Well, I don't care if you shit yourself. I really do not care. Spoilers for Honkai Star Rail. I will finish at the very least the Stay Night path before Honkai Star Rail. We still have more than 20 days ahead of us. Chill. Okay, chill. You'll get spoiled for Archer. I'm not gonna get spoiled for Archer. I'm not. I have to finish things, and I cannot actually consecutively stream something. You need to beat Unlimited Braid Works, bruv. I don't know. Okay, we'll see in due time. You see that I'm trying to catch up. Okay. He blurted out just out of nowhere. My father, who already seemed like a champion of justice in my eyes, said that as if he were reflecting on a memory.
なんだよそれ。憧れてたって諦めたのかよ。
Saturday marathon to Fate in my home. Yes, but which one? I already played the visual novel. What's the point in getting spoiled if I play the visual novel? Gambling addict. It's not about gambling. It's about... I shit myself. I don't care, Zabon. I don't care. Peace, man. As if they'll downright spoil anything during the Fate collab for Honkai Star Rail. They say from the leaks that they are gonna. Fuck Yu-Gi-Oh! Fuck Pokemon. We're gonna see. We're gonna talk about it. Okay? We're gonna talk about it. We'll see. I asked, unable to completely hide my disappointment. Kiritsugu smiled apologetically and looked up at the distant moon.
残念ながらね。ヒーローは期間限定で大人になると名乗るのが難しくなるんだ。
That made... Oh, excuse me.
もっと早くに気がつけばよかった。
I wish I found that earlier. That made sense to me. I wasn't sure why, but if Kiritsugu said it, then it had to be true.
そっか。それじゃしょうがないな。
We'll kidnap him early in Saturday to your place. Man, I have bought the visual novel. I want to enjoy the original material. I do not want to get spoiled by the anime. There will be no point in me playing the visual novel if I watch the anime. Give me time.
そうだね。本当にしようがない。
Kiritsugu nodded in agreement. So I just kind of blurted something out, as if it were a natural thing to say.
しょうがないから俺が代わりになってやるよ。じいさんは大人だからもう無理だけど、俺なら大丈夫だろ。任せろって。じいさんの夢は。
Because I'll make it a reality. The bold promise made my father smile. His face said everything I needed to know. Kiritsugu made a long, condensed sigh and whispered.
ああ、安心した。
There, he closed his eyes, and so too his life came to a close. He looked so peaceful, like he was just going to wake up in the morning, so I didn't think much about it. Maybe it was because by then I was used to seeing death. On a winter night, the man I called my father looked up at the moon and entered a long sleep. The yard was dead silent, not so much as a single chirp from an insect. I still remember how fiercely my eyes blazed on that bright, clear night. I didn't cry aloud, nor did I feel sad, but the tears flowed down my cheek until the moon sank past the horizon. This happened in the winter, 5 years ago. I probably cried 10 years worth of tears in that time, so after that, there was nothing left. Fujina's dad took care of the funeral arrangements, and that's how I ended up living in the Emiya mansion all alone. Hichugu's passing didn't change anything for me. I was set on becoming a man who champions justice and does what's right, just like my father, so I didn't have time to sit around. That's right. I never talk about this, but I still remember it. 10 years ago, a man saved me from a fire. He picked up a burned, dying child and carried him out of hell, weeping with joy. I've admired him ever since. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anyone. In the ruins of the fire, there was only a boy who was saved, and the man who saved him. That's why I aspired to be like him. I wanted to become a hero of justice that saves people and doesn't let anyone die. That's who he wanted to be, and he passed his wish on to me before quietly letting the curtain fall. It's only natural for a child to follow in their father's footsteps. Shiro Emiya must become a hero of justice and save someone the same way that he was once saved. I swore to myself I would do it. I vowed to fulfill the dream of the man I most admired. But honestly, I didn't know how. What did Kiritsugu mean by doing the right thing and championing justice? How can I grow up faster? Is there some magical way to make Kiritsugu's dream of making everyone happy come true? Seriously, what am I supposed to do when I become a master and I can't get the blonde girl with me out of my head? Damn, piano making me emotional. I know. Piano makes me feel like I live in the 90s back when I didn't even exist. This piano is nothing. FGO piano is better. I mean, I haven't listened to the FGO piano, so this one was good enough. I wake up in my room. The silly tank of blood clouds my mouth. It pulled in my mouth while I slept, and every time I breathed, heavy metallic air filled my lungs. I'm not sure why I feel this way. The violent urge to vomit makes me want to go wash my face in the restroom. I lift myself out of bed. Dizziness sets my head spinning. Feeling uneasy on my feet, I plant a hand on the wall. I try to move, but it only makes the nausea worse. No, it's more pain than nausea. My body feels sluggish, and my insides seem to churn whenever I move. I imagine this is about what it will feel like if someone forced hot lead down my throat. I wipe the sweat from my forehead and hobble out of my room, leaning against the wall. Bro, don't lift yourself out of bed. Come on, Shiro, you nearly died. I mean, I'm not sure if he has realized that yet. I'm not sure if he actually is aware of it in this moment. He's probably doing it out of, you know...
少しは落ち着いた。
He's probably doing it a little bit instinctively. FGO piano feels like leave everything. Rin best wife. No. Sakura best wife, Zabon. You really want the tsundere? I wash my face and dry off my sweat-drenched body. Huh? For some reason my abdomen is wrapped in bandages. Yeah, he didn't realize. I have no idea why, but I'll deal with it later. Ah, okay. So he really doesn't remember. Sakura is you. Shut up. Shut up, you guys.
腹減ったな。なんか作り置きでもあったっけ？
My stomach still feels like it's churning, but my body needs nourishment. I suck up this discomfort and keep walking, braced against the wall. The dizziness won't go away, and worst of all, my whole body feels dull. He don't know. What? What? Sakura side repeat. What? Wait a minute. Whoa. You didn't have to spoil me like that. Wait a minute. How do you... What do you mean by that? Akira, Zabon, what the fuck? Look, if there is something that I do not know, do not tell me. No spoilers. Okay, thank you. Why? No! Fuck! Why did you have to ruin it for me? It's not a spoiler. What is it? Wait a minute. What is? Don't worry about it. You cannot just throw vague, you know, references like that, Akira, and just assume that saying don't worry about it fixes it, you know? It should have been best to not say anything at all if that was the case. I keep moving forward, making pathetic noises along the way. What the hell did I do before I went to bed last night? Yeah, he doesn't remember. I don't remember training strenuously enough to make my entire body ache. Is anyone actually looking after him right now? I reach the living room. Sakura and Fujine must be at school. It's Sunday, you moron! There is no signs of breakfast, nor do I see any remnants of Fujine wrecking the place. The living room's quiet, like a typical Sunday.
おはよう。勝手に上がらせてもらってるわ、エミヤくん。
Yo, what the fuck? The music just cutting off like that the very moment she appears. Oh, yeah, what's up? What are you doing in my house? But Sakura is just, don't worry, bro. I'm sure you'll still like her, but Rin is the best. I am not saying that Rin is not really good. But I like Sakura. So far. I hope Sakura is not double-faced. The fact that you say you will still like her, something, doesn't sit right with me, but okay. Your opinion is already noted, Akira. Yeah. What she's doing here, exactly? I just love the way the music cut off. That was so perfect. Okay, the living room is quiet, like a typical Sunday... Or not. Rin Toshaka is sitting on the floor by the table in the living room. She's so calm, like she owns the place. So much so that I feel like the guest here. I have no idea what to say, so I plop down on a cushion. And then I take a deep breath.
遠坂、お前どうして？
Where is Saber?
待った。その前に謝ってくれない？昨夜の一件についての謝罪を聞かないと落ち着けないわ。
I can't even finish asking why she's in my house. Toshaka's glare is all I need to know how angry she is. She seems upset about something that happened last night, but what exactly? Oh yeah. Wait, I remember now. Right, this isn't the time for me to be leisurely breathing in the morning air. I tried to help Saber and Berserker gutted me like a fish. And nausea returns. A chill grips my entire body as I remember the feeling of having a gaping hole in my body. Wait, that's weird. I should have died instantly.
なんだって生きてるんだ俺。
Man, there's a damn war in the chat. I know. Akira and Zabon are dedicated simpers of fucking Rin. Literally they want to be stepped on by her. This really says something about what kind of men they are, but you know what? I ain't judging. I'm the higher man here, okay? I prefer to have a loving wife, not a wife that steps on me, unlike these two gooners. The chat could do without it, to be honest. Yeah. The war of the homies. Without us, chat is dead.
思い出した？昨夜自分がどんなバカをしでかしたかって。なら少しは反省しなさい。
Actually, I do not regret it, but because I didn't want the fucking game over. That's why. She really is a fucking tsundere. This is the turn of the head as if you have done something so horribly bad, even though you actually did something so fucking manly, as in being a human shield, which is ridiculously stupid but also brave. So yeah. Toshaka coughs critically. That kinda ticks me off. My brain, frozen since seeing Toshaka in my living room, finally grinds into action.
何言ってんだ。あの時はあれ以外することなんてなかっただろう。いや、そりゃ結果だけ見ればバカだったけど、本当はもっとうまくやるつもりだったんだ。だからあれは間違いなんかじゃない。
I return her glare, insisting that I'm not an idiot. What? Why is she making such a show of signing at me? Signing at me.
マスターが死んだらサーバントは消えるって言ったでしょ。だって言うのにサーバントをかばうなんてどうかしてるわ。いい？あなたが死んでしまえばセイバーだって消えてしまう。セイバーを救いたかったのならもっと安全な場所からできる手段を考えなさい。
Command spell! Command spell! You have them for a reason, you fucking moron!
まったく身を挺してサーバントを守るなんて行為は無駄以外の何者でもないって分かってるの？
かばったわけじゃない。助けようとしたらああなっちまっただけだ。俺だってあんな目に遭うなんて思わなかった。
I knew I might die if I got near a monster like that, but that's beside the point.
そう。勘違いしてるみたいね、あなた。
Toshaka only looks more irritated, like she knows exactly what I'm thinking.
あのね、ミヤ君。きっちりと言っておくけど、教会まで連れて行ったのはあなたに勝たせるためじゃないわ。あれはね、何も知らないあなたが一人でも生き残れるようにって考えた結果なの。どうもそのあたりは分かってなかったみたいね。
ねえ。
俺が生き残れるように。
そうよ。負けることがそのまま死につながるって知れば、そう簡単に博打は打たなくなる。エミヤ君、こういう状況でも一人で夜出歩きそうだから。脅しをかけておけば家中の栗を拾うこともなし、うまくいけば最後までやり過ごせるかもって思ったの。
そうか、それは気づかなかった。けどどうして遠坂が怒るんだよ。俺がヘマをやらかしたのは遠坂には関係ないだろう。
関係あるわよ。この私を一晩も心配させたんだから。
Okay, Tsundere. Okay. Look at that face. Tosaka is practically throwing a tantrum. Yeah, like a tsundere. But okay. It actually feels good to have someone worry about me. For her tone, it sounds like Tosaka was the one who took care of me.
そうか。遠坂には世話になったんだな。
I like a strong, independent woman. Yeah, okay, Zabon. I know. I know. I bow my head in appreciation and apology. That face.
わかればいいのよ。これに懲りたら次はもっと頭のいい行動してよね。
Toshaka quickly turns away. She might still be edgy, but I feel like she's in a better mood.
じゃあこれで昨日のことはおしまいね。本題に入るけど、真面目な話と昨日の話、どっちにする？
Toshaka prompts me matter-of-factly. Her straightforwardness takes me off guard, but now that I think about it, she must be here only because she has something to discuss. If she hadn't had something to discuss, she'd have gone home already. Toshaka's my enemy, so what could she have to talk about that would prompt her to stay in enemy territory? I'm curious to know what she's thinking, and I also want to know what else happened last night. I have to ask anyway, so... Fuck! I don't want to make a choice like that right now, fuck! I can only talk about one subject. Ugh. This is kind of bullshit. I want to know everything. I have a bad feeling. I don't want to hear either of them. Okay, I'll start with the serious stuff. I'll talk about yesterday. Okay, okay, actually, what should I choose? This isn't some kind of crucial thing. I just wanna know. Two. Okay. We should really start with the serious stuff. Okay, I trust you, Zabon. I'm trusting you. Okay? We're gonna start with the serious stuff. Even though I do want to know about yesterday. Are you sure learning about yesterday is not important? Yesterday you died. Yeah, but still. I want to know more about what happened next, you know? I'm abstaining because none of these are pleasant. I mean, yes. Thanatos. Okay. Let's start with the serious stuff then. Thanatos. Okay. I know. Start with the serious stuff. Okay, I understand. I'm more curious why Toshaka is still here.
それじゃあ真面目な方の話を。遠坂がここに残った理由が知りたい。
そう。じゃあ先に結論から聞くわ。
What was that? For a fleeting second, Toshaka looks repulsed.
率直に聞くけど、エミヤくん、あなたこれからどうするつもり？
Toshaka asked the one question I hoped she wouldn't. Actually, that's not entirely true. It's not that I don't want her to ask so much, as I haven't really thought of my answer yet. What am I going to do now? It's the question I want to ask.
正直わからない。聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術師同士の戦いなんてしたことがない。第一、俺は
More than anything, I want to avoid any killing.
聖杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。欲しくないもののために命を張るのはどうかと思う。
言うと思った。あなたね、そんなこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
Your servant will kill you if you say if for saying that sort of thing. Really?
殺されるってどうして？
サーバントの目的も聖杯だから。彼らは聖杯を手に入れるという条件だからこそマスターの召喚に応じているのよ。サーバントにとって最も重要なのは聖杯なの。彼らは聖杯を手に入れる可能性があるからマスターに従い、時にマスターのために命を落とす。だっていうのに聖杯なんていらないよなんて言ってみなさい。裏切り者と切り殺されても文句は言えないでしょ。
Ah, thanks for putting it like that.
おかしいじゃないか。サーバントっていうのはマスターが呼び出したものなんだろ。なら
サーバントが無償で人間に従うなんて思ってたの？聖杯は手に入れた者の望みを叶える。それはマスターの守護者であるサーバントも例外じゃない。サーバントたちにもね、それぞれ何らかの欲望があるのよ。だからこそ彼らは本来ありえない召喚に応じている。聖杯を手に入れるためにマスターがサーバントを呼び出すじゃない。聖杯が手に入るからサーバントはマスターの呼び出しに応じるのよ。
The servants have wishes too. Does that mean Saber also has a wish he wants granted by the Holy Grail?
だからサーバントはマスターが命令しなくとも他のマスターを消しにかかる。聖杯を手に入れるのは一人だけ。自分のマスター以外に聖杯が渡るのは彼らだって承知できないのよ。マスターと違ってサーバントには霊樹を奪うなんてことはできない。彼らが他のマスターを無力化するには殺す以外に方法がない。だからね、たとえマスター本人に戦う意志がないとしても戦いは避けられないのよ。サーバントに襲われたマスターは自分のサーバントでこれを撃退する。それが聖杯戦争なんだって綺麗から嫌っていうほど聞かされたでしょ。
ああ、それは昨日の夜教えられたけど。
That means the servants must fight and kill each other. I thought it would have been enough as long as the masters made peace with each other and gave up the Holy Grail, but if servants answer the summons because they also seek the Holy Grail and will never give up until they have it, then battles between servants really are inevitable. The big book of lies. You told me... Wait a minute. Zabon, you told me that you wanted to ask for the serious stuff. So... we're listening to this now for the time being, I suppose. But then... is the girl who fought so hard to protect me also here to fight, kill for, and maybe die all for the Holy Grail?
なんてことだ。英霊だかなんだか知らないけど、セイバーは人間だ。昨日だってあんなに血を流してた。
あ、その点は安心して。サーバントに生死はないから。サーバントは絶命しても本来の場所に帰るだけだもの。英霊っていうのはもう死んでも死なない現象だからね。戦いに敗れて殺されるのは当事者であるマスターだけよ。
いや、だからそれは。
Even if their deaths are even if their deaths are figurative, it doesn't change the fact that something which takes the form of a human dies in this world.
何、人殺しだっていうの？魔術師のくせにまだそんな正義感振り回してるわけ？あなた。
Toshaka's right. As a mage, death is never far. I understand that fact and I have long since resigned myself to it. But I'm not strong enough to be the judge of when and where other people should live or die.
当然だろう。相手を殺すための戦いなんて俺は付き合わない。
へえ、それじゃあミスミス殺されるのを待つだけなんだ。で、勝ちを他のマスターに譲るのね。
そうじゃない。要は最後まで残っていればいいんだろ。自分から殺し合いをする気はないけど、身を守るための戦いなら容赦はしないさ。人を殺しに来る相手なら逆に殺されても文句は言えないだろう。
受けに回るんだ。それじゃあ他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するのね。例えば昨日のあいつが暴れ回って町の人間を皆殺しにしても無視するってわけ？
The thing from yesterday. The thing. That twisted inhuman demon. It's strong enough to level a house with a single blow. If it set its mind to it, I'm sure it could destroy all of Miyama overnight. So here, the thing, yeah. Hercules' love, I know. To make Mother's War, servants can turn into spirit form. Humans who lack the ability to sense the supernatural can't even see them. But as soon as servants materialize, they can interact with the physical world. You could say they are the ultimate weapons. No modern technology or weaponry can affect their spiritual form. Our attacks don't work on them, but they can hurt us. It's depressingly one-sided arrangement. From a normal person's point of view, servants may as well be natural disasters. When people die to an invisible killer, those deaths will just be treated as accidents or natural causes.
なんだよそれ。サーバント。いや、マスターとサーバントは他のマスターしか襲わないんじゃないのか。町の人たちは無関係だろう。
Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, wait a minute. I'm back. What do you mean? Don't masters and servants only attack other masters? What do the people in town have to do with it?
ええ、そうだったらどんなに平和なことか。けど、それなら見届け役の綺麗なんていらないでしょ。
No modern tech can detect the spiritual form. Alright, bet. Yeah, okay. Maybe you have reached a point where some things have changed, but yeah.
一つ言い忘れていたけど、サーバントっていうのは霊なの。彼らはもう完成したものだから、今以上の成長はない。けど、燃料である魔力は別よ。蓄えた魔力が多ければ多いほど、サーバントは生前の特殊能力を自由に行使できるわ。そのあたりは私たち魔術師と一緒なんだけど、あなたこの意味わかる？
I'm going off. Don't talk badly about my wife, Rin. I never talked badly, but she is a tsundere. Or I'll come in your dreams to hunt you. Yeah, good luck with that, Akira. I'll see you in your dreams now, okay? See you next time, Akira.
わかる。魔術を連発できるってことだろ。
Magical energy is like gunpowder. The mage is the gun itself. Like how there are different guns, pistols, rifles, shotguns, mages all have a variety of abilities. To continue the metaphor, servants are more likely artillery cannons than firearms. They burn a huge amount of gunpowder to launch massive shells. I gouge my noble
け
fatherism.
どサーバントたちは私たちみたいに自然からマナを提供されてるわけじゃない。基本的に彼らは自分の中だけの魔力で活動する。
It might kidnap you inside the day, don't worry. Yeah, well, good luck with that too.
それを補充するのが私たちマスターで、サーバントは自分の魔力プラス主であるマスターの魔力分しか生前の力を発揮できないの。けどそれだとあなたみたいに半人前のマスターじゃ優れたマスターにはかなわないってことになるでしょ。その抜け道っていうか、当たり前って言えば当たり前の方法なんだけれど、サーバントは他から魔力を補充できる。
One more of your solution of the handle is now 7 acquire magical energy from the sources.
サ
Okay.
ーバントは霊体だから同じものを食べてしまえば栄養は取れるってこと。
You don't have a say, I'm afraid. You'll have a 1 day of freedom to enjoy yourself. I only decide. Boo. I cannot speak English. I only decide if I have a say or if I don't have a say. Not you. I go to work. Good night. Thank you so much, Zabon, for being here. See you later, my friend. Eating something similar.
同じものって霊体のことか。けど
簡単でしょ。自然霊は自然そのものから力を汲み取る。なら人間霊であるサーバントは一体何から力を汲み取ると思う？
It really isn't easy a question. Just as we eat meats, human spirits like servants have to eat
ごめん
souls.
と。まあ魔力の補充なんて聖杯に補助されたマスターからの提供だけで大抵は事足りる。けど一人より大勢の方が大量摂取できるのは当然でしょ。
By getting it from more than one person.
はっきり言ってしまえばね、実力のないマスターはサーバントに人を食わせるのよ。
I'll shove you into Zabon's car and then it's lights out. Yeah, okay. Good luck with that, as we said. Anyway, I'm off now. Well, see you later, Kira.
サーバントは人間の原感情や魂を魔力に変換する。自分のサーバントを強くしたいのならそれが一番効率がいい。人間を殺してサーバントへの生贄にするマスターは決して少なくないわ。
生贄にするって、それじゃあ手段を選ばないやつがマスターならサーバントを強くするために人を殺しまくるってことなのか？
そうね。けど頭のいいやつならそんな無駄なことはしないんじゃないかな。いい？サーバントがいくら強力でも魔力の器そのものには限界がある。能力値以上の貯蔵はできないんだから殺して回るにしても限度があるわ。それにあからさまに殺人を犯せば教会が黙ってないし、何よりそのシーンからサーバントの能力と正体が他のマスターたちにバレかねない。もちろんマスター自身の正体もね。聖杯戦争は自分の正体を隠していた方が圧倒的に有利だから、普通のマスターならサーバントを出し惜しみするはずよ。
I get it. If you don't let anyone know you're a master, then the other masters won't attack you. Conversely, if the other masters know who you are, you're just asking to be ambushed. It stands to reason that no one would be reckless enough to let their servant attack civilians and risk getting exposed.
なら問題はないじゃないか。マスターが命令しなければサーバントは無差別に人を襲わないんだから。
でしょうね。仮にも英雄だもの。自分から人を殺して回るやつはそもそも英雄だなんて呼ばれないだろうけど、もう断言はできないか。暴虐者だからこそ英雄になった例なんていくらでもあるんだし。
Toshaka just casually raises a truly terrifying point. That she sounds genuine about it, rather than sarcastic or ironic, tells me how much of a realist she is.
とりあえず確認しておきたかったことはそういうこと。サーバントがどんなものかは分かったでしょ。聖杯戦争に勝ち残ろうとしているのはマスターだけじゃない。この戦いに参加した以上、エミヤ君は自分のサーバントを律する義務がある。
Okay. An obligation to control my servants. So I need to ensure my servant doesn't attack people as well as other servants.
少しは自分の立場が理解できた？
Okay. I think I don't really have much time anymore and I don't know how much more this scene will, Actually, no, let's go for 2 more minutes. Let's see how much longer this scene is.
体のことね。エミヤ君、あれから自分に何が起きたのか覚えている？
Oh,
いや、覚えてるも何も、俺は。
We are changing subject now, yeah. I ran over to Saber and Berserker literally tore my guts out. I lost consciousness, so I don't know why I'm alive, let alone what happened after that.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。本題の続きに入る前に、そこのところだけ説明してあげる。
Okay, so we changed subject now, so it's best for me to actually, It's best actually for me to, save here and go back to title. I don't have any more time for today. I do have to, get some rest because tomorrow I have the morning shift. Thank you all so much for being here, okay? I truly do appreciate it. Akira, Mod, Sabon, Thank you guys all so much for being here. Wandering Shadow, thank you so much for being here. Kakaro, thank you also so much for being here. Luz, you were also here today. Thank you as well. I truly appreciate it, guys. I really need to get some rest, okay? I'll see you all next time. Tomorrow we're gonna have a Zenless Zone Zero stream because I really wanna see what, 2.0 is all about. Okay? Until then, well, stay safe, okay? Bye-bye. See you all later. Bye-bye.